I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. Boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now, I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now.
Yeah, I be smoking Vannas, drinking Dom P, thinking beyond deeper than Gandhi. While I'm on the yacht, counting G's, smoking trees. I'm about to be a billionaire, dipped in frizz gear, flicking $100 bills in the air. Bogard and Triangle, they getting money too. It's what we do. Provide for our families like the Kennedys and the Carters do. Like Sean and B, rhyme with D. Greatest of the all time, like Mike Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, in they prime. Y'all haters still can't take our shine, shine, shine. Like every day of my life, I stay high, floating through them smoke clouds, 3
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now, I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. Slow and low like the chorus, smoke a forest like a wildfire. Sip on liquors in between, feeling like the golden child. Going up on some golden suds, rolling up on some potent bud. It's a daily situation where we come from. If you really know what's up, then you would get some. But no knots do not beat the same drum. I prefer cognac, but I will take rum. I prefer IPA, but I will go bud. Anything goes in the San Jose slums. San Jose slums, this shit is better than hot. Man, this shit is well done, done. 808 kick drums make the girlies get done. This is the new drink, it's smoke anthem.
They call Bogard Scott free when they want smoke. I ain't talking about beef, I'm talking about that dope. Shipping out peas, flying elbows. No wrestling, but we off the top rope. Work fresh off the boat, packs on the plane. Then we back on the road, going state to state. Money, pussy, good weed, all I need in life. Call it blasphemous, I get stoned like Jesus Christ. As the Lord he'll vouch that we bout scratch. Who hear the noise, me and my boys pushing loud packs. Getting hot till my day ends. Cheaper apes, today, Carpe Diem.
Every day of my life, I get high, I get high. Every day of my life, I get high.
It's beautiful. Scott, Prime. First off, I'm always in pocket. I'm more cocky than arrogant when I rock it. I'm like a funky experiment they concocted. But now I'm kamikaze in the cockpit. Pause. Fuck the game when my cock stiff. Fuck your side and your main for pillow talking. What part of the game is this? Is no code. I can't believe that it came to this. No holds barred, Bogard Scott free. I brought the block. No carbon copy, the one and only we rock. I heard the view is sick, but it's lonely at the top. Push work, steady working against the hands on the clock. I keep my head tilt, case anybody watching, I ain't trying to get pilt. Case anybody talking, anybody gut spilt. Best believe I'm plotting, best believe blood spilt. Get body, get killed. I'm always on some fuck how you felt. Cause when you push soft, can be soft like felt. Shining dipped in water like Phelps. Meanwhile they still crying over spilt milk. Such a shame though. One of the many reasons why me and you ain't the same, no. Go getter, I'm leaving with what I came for. No lactose, milk and shit, we're the sand hoe. Mooey.
Yeah, you know, what up though? You got Herb Gotti, the block, Herb whatever you wanna call me. What's up, Bogard? Here we go. To be the shit on the MIC, it takes more than the dope beat. But goddamn, my man, you fucking did it again. Prime one fam, banging from here.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Yeah.
What up?
Every day. Tell me I lied.
Oh, I think Bogart's already in the Matrix. Here we go. Bogart, you're already going into the Matrix.
Damn, for real. Am I back?
You're in and out.
Like the
It was like you picked up the phone, but you didn't put it to your ear. You just set it back down. You're still in the Matrix somehow or no. No, he's back. He's back. You're back. You're back.
Whoa. That's the way you start a show. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, every day. So somebody tell me I lied. Going back to what I said.
Yeah. We're doing the NFC North Puffer Pass divisional breakdown this evening on the Fantasy Playmakers.
Yeah, look at that. We're on fire. And we got our return special guest host. He's a playmaker through and through. Go ahead, let him know who you is, baby brother.
Your boy Stevie B.
Hey.
What up?
Yeah. Hold on. Who's this? We got a special guest?
Yep.
Oh no. You know what I'm saying? That's that Stranger Things. You got the Stranger Things thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. NFC North. Hey, and I'm Luigi, by the way.
Cheers to that. This is also a non-alcoholic beer, so just in case everybody knows, everybody who's following my journey.
Hey, let's make them sponsor us. What is that?
This is Dos Equis lime and salt zero. Tastes like the real thing. Or it is the real thing without the alcohol. I don't know.
You just got Gatorade over here today. Gatorade.
There you go. That's like top choice of Gatorade and a spliff.
My bad. I didn't know they were all.
Game.
This
Derek.
is a hell of a way to start the show. I got the whole clan just walking through.
Everybody's like, hey, we're making a special
cameo. We got the grand folks. They live down the street, so they're just, you know what I mean?
Everybody's just heading out.
Yeah, they just hit the street. Yeah, okay. You good? Okay, yep, you're on the show, by the way. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for the clan.
Kidda, Trey Lance is coming sooner or later. Kidda. Trey Lance is coming.
Oh no, man. I mean, pause. Like, where's he going? You know what I mean?
All right, big pause.
I don't know if he's coming or he's leaving or going. I don't know what to think. Okay, NFC North. Put in the chat who you guys want us to start with.
Oh, let me check the chat. Who's in the chat? Anybody in the chat?
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat.
What team we start with?
Stevie got the Reigns.
Lions, Bears.
Oh my!
Packers, of course.
Let's start with the Bears because there's a lot of temperature checks I want to get on some of these Bears guys.
Bears.
I don't think we'll be having a conversation too long about the Bears, man. What say you, Justin Fields?
The Bears. That's probably like the main target out of there. So I'm puffing on the Fields. I don't know what his actual ADP is. I gotta look all that stuff up. Hold on. Usually we have Spencer doing this stuff.
7-ish area where you got him at, Steven or Stevie?
Are we talking dynasty or are we talking redraft first?
Redraft.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really been doing many redraft mocks, but I would guess he's going probably higher than you really want him to.
Lamar.
I got Justin Fields at QB6. He's going right after Lamar and just before Herbert.
Okay, I was about to say that. Okay, Lamar Fields. Let's order Lamar Fields, Herbert. In that order.
That's what showing on one of these websites or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I'll take Herbert over both those guys in that range, and then I'll take Jackson over Fields. But like, I am kind of buying into the third year step. I don't want to say breakout or leap. You see me catch myself twice. Like, I think he takes a step forward in the third year, but third year breakouts, quote unquote, it is a real thing for QBs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're hoping that for Fields and guys like Lawrence, but I mean,
see, I would probably have Lawrence over Fields in my personal opinion, just because of like draft, like he was drafted to be the guy, or he coming out of college, he was a little more hyped up than.
I'll probably more often than not, I'll probably pass on Fields, but like in the super flex, I don't, I don't mind. The super flex single QB, I don't mind because like
yeah, I guess in redraft, I'm passing on him now that I look at it, because I'd rather have some of those other quarterbacks in that, in that range, I guess.
What's the ADP? What's his ADP?
I don't know what the actual ADP is. Hold on.
Oh,
he is like QB7. You know what I mean?
I mean, because when we're talking redraft, at least for me, I prefer the Russian quarterback. I want to take that chance. I want to take that upside, right? More in redraft than I do in Dynasty.
Most scoring formats aren't QB premium as far as the passing, so like they far outweigh. You know what I'm saying? As far as upside goes, right?
Yeah, his average ADP is right at 6, so the start of the 6th, I guess, or the end of the 5th.
In a single QB,
right?
That's not bad. I'll take him there. I'm puffing on him.
Yeah, because I can get Justin Herbert like at the end of the 6, 8.
I'll smoke on the Justin Fields back. Hey, okay. What about?
Yeah,
what was he QB? What 5, 6 last year?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I still think he's going to run the ball a lot. I don't see how that's going to change much.
Yeah, and if he survives the entirety of the year, you know what I mean? I mean, at the I think that's pretty fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even if he progresses even just a little bit passing, I mean, he's still going to be up there. So, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, QB6. That's pick number 50. Guys in his draft range here are like Mike Williams, Joe Mixon right before him, TJ Hawkinson.
Okay. I got one. In
Chris Godwin, Brandon Ayuk right after him. Fields.
In a super flex startup, right? I mean, a super flex redraft, right? Are you taking Fields or are you taking like the Jefferson or Chase of the world? You know what I mean?
In a super flex
redraft? Yeah. Like QBs are going early. It's QB. I'll preface it. It's QB premium. It's our type of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it depends.
So, like, Fields is really juiced up if that's the case, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough because the upside that he has. In a redraft format, I mean that's huge. That's what you're looking for. So do I want to take him there? I probably don't like to, but I might. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a one-off kind of question, like a one-off position, I guess, because they're saying it's a super flex redraft, which is kind of
you're sixth on the you're at your 6 or 7 on in the first round, right? Let's say you're 7th overall. Lamar Jackson, all the Justin Herbert, all those guys, and then all the other QBs. The QB run. Do you snap off Justin Fields right there? Or do you take like a Justin Jefferson?
Well, if Justin Jefferson's still there, I'd probably take Justin Jefferson.
I'm with you.
It's tough.
Yeah, if everybody's taking QBs like that.
Because if they're taking all the QBs, I don't want to get stuck with some of those other guys. I want that upside, that top 5 upside, even I'm getting it late.
Yeah, but if I can come on the back and get like somebody like Trevor Lawrence,
if I can get a Dak on the back on a swing around, and then like still get like a Kirk Cousins or you know what I mean, like a Dak and Cousins, and then I have Jefferson or like, you know what I mean, say like you go like Jefferson and Lamb, and like, you know what I mean, like would you? I mean, and that's the case, right? Like if you get so how about here's a question: is Fields in that tier with those guys? Like
what up, Crispy saying Fields is Lamar.
I would say that. See, I mean, I got nothing against if you want to take Jefferson or Chase, whatever, before that. But I would take Fields then, because then on the comeback, I'd rather have Fields and AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Waddle than I would having JJ and maybe Dak. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I want that top upside. But you can look at it both ways.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely, if it's super flex, you want to feel comfortable coming out of there with at least 2 QBs, and if they're all going like that, I'd probably feel pressured to take Justin Fields no matter what in that situation. Even though I'd want to probably take just Justin Jefferson or somebody like the Jamar Chase or whatever.
Okay, how about this? I think someone else is probably going to take Justin Fields before I even get a chance to think about it in most of these drafts, because like that's the way I have Justin Fields if he's like at somewhere where I feel is a value. You know what I mean? I'm a pussy. I tend to stay away from those guys in redraft, because you die in redraft, you're just kind of dead. You know what I mean? At least in Dynasty, you're like, all right, we'll live to see another day, whether it's the next year or not. You know what I'm saying?
Minute to win it.
Yeah, I'm always trying to win, and I only play in QB premium leagues, super flex. So it's like those QBs, the pocket passers, they tend to be able to compete with the rushing QBs. You know what I'm saying? Because of the 1 point for every 15 passing yards. But like
Rushing, like the Russian QBs, they're coming from Ukraine and like I don't know.
I mean,
Eastern Europe.
The comrades, bro. Come on.
Comrades.
Bro,
The Russian
they don't even
QBs.
play with pads on, bro. They're hard. In the winter,
They're out there wrestling bears. They're training against bears.
Snow games, they're out there barefoot, bro. They just screw the cleats on into the bottom of their callus, bro. Because the bottom of their feet is so calloused from years of pain and torture growing up in Mother Russia. Okay. Yeah.
Play barefoot in snow in negative 40-degree weather.
So let me get this straight. I hear you're the machine. You ever heard the machine story?
Yeah, that's the best.
I've never seen the movie. Did they really make a? Is that what the movie's about?
I haven't seen the movie. I didn't know if it came out yet or what.
Okay, yeah, I don't know either. All right, but okay.
I'm good with Fields. I'm puffing Fields.
Yeah, I'm puffing Fields. Okay, what annoying position group you want to go to next on the Bears? Because I feel like they're both kind of annoying. But I know
the running back position is kind of all fucked.
It's the most annoying, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk running back then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Are we puffing? I mean, when we puffing, it feels like a bunch of Bammer weed. But like right now, I'll probably just take the shot on Herbert because I feel like he goes the latest, or maybe Roshan goes the latest, but Herbert goes fairly late. You know what I mean? That like I could get Khalil Herbert, who's running with Team Ones right now.
Khalil Herbert, average, let's see, RB 40 overall, 123. So
I mean,
he's going He's going right behind.
So he's probably going early. He is going earlier than the other guys too. Actually, now
Devon A. Chain's right there. Elijah Mitchell, Jamal Williams, Jerick McKinnon, Ryan Robinson, Damian Harris.
I might take McKinnon over him in a redraft.
Oh yeah.
Frank Bigsby, those are these guys in this.
I'll probably do that a lot.
Range. And then you have Roshan Johnson, like a little, just a tad, maybe about 10 top 10 spots, after him right there at like 150.
I feel like he's like he needs injuries, and it's really just got to be an injury to one of the other guy. But mainly, if Foreman is not available for some reason, I feel like Roshan will come into play.
I mean, I don't know. I like Herbert, but he's realistically, he's not that good. I mean, every time Monty got hurt, he would play awesome, but then Monty comes back and Monty gets all the work. Like it's
that's the point though, because when Monty was gone, he was the one that got all of the work. Like so, Herbert was, and Herbert's like he started 6 games, 4 out of those 6 he did something decent. So I was, no, that's Alexander Madison's thing. Oh, I think he went hard for 3 out of 6 games, or 3 out of 5 games that he started. There you go. Yeah,
he wasn't good enough.
Herbert had 731 yards in 129 attempts in 13 games. Let's see. What else? What else is here? He was better than Montgomery in basically every rushing metric. 5.7 yards per carry to Montgomery's 4.0. And then he rushed for 70 fewer yards on 72 fewer carries.
And they go out and they bring in Foreman, and then they bring in Roschon. I don't think they want him to be the main guy. Maybe he'll have a role in the offense. I think
he'll probably be about the same as he did last year, most likely about 800 yards tops.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be a startable guy, especially with Fields, who's going to be taking the majority of the rushing and rushing touchdowns. I mean,
I think I passed it on all those backs. If that's the case, to be honest, that's a great point.
I mean, I like drafting Roschon like late, but I think Herbert goes too early. People like
too, though. If it don't happen early for Roschon, that's the guy people cut early. You just pick him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what is this? Marty said, I loved Cohen like 3 years ago. Yeah, Tariq Cohen. Kidda.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Tariq Cohen, he was in a Matt Nagy system, and Matt Nagy was fresh off of having Tyreek Hill. And that was his Tyreek Hill, esque guy, because he ran fucking sub 4.4. You know what I mean? And he was a little fucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he was a running back, not a receiver. But they still did all the jet sweeps and the end arounds. And they, you know what I mean? They would move him around in the field and still have Jordan Howard out there. So, at the same time type of shit.
Jordan Howard. Those were the days. And who was the other? Didn't they have another back there at the same time? Oh, I guess it was Tariq Cohen. I felt like there was somebody else also involved.
Yeah, because Tariq Cohen was in PPR. He was a back at RB1, 2018.
At one of those seasons, yeah.
It was 2018. It was like
I think the problem with all these guys is all the guys that are going around all of them, you just rather have, most likely. I mean, who's some of the guys going in the same range as
let me see here real quick.
Elijah Mitchell.
Let me go back, yeah. Overall, all the other players in the mix. Oh, shit. Where'd he go?
It's got to take not even only one injury. It's almost got to take 2 injuries for one of these guys to almost step up, this year. Unless one of them is just a clear cut, if Roschon just comes out and is beasting and they're like, okay, Roschon, you're the first and second down guy. Like Herbert, you got the third down role, and Foreman, you're the backup or something like that.
I mean, it's Lou Getsy. That's the OC. You know what I mean? He's a product of LaFleur. They're going to run some type of shared backfield. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a full-blown committee by the time we get to cold weather. You know what I mean?
It's tough to get to draft any of these guys in redraft.
You know what's crazy is that's going to hurt Justin Fields too. You know what I mean? As far as his rushing goes, if they are running a committee back and they're able to play good defense and unless they're scheduled. I haven't looked at their schedule really. I wonder what.
Yeah, it's right here. I guess it's AJ Dillon, Brian Robinson right before Khalil Herbert. I can justify that. Jamal Williams, Antonio Gibson right after Herbert. Samaje Perine I'd probably draft over.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then Zach Charbonnet, Rashad Penny, and then
I'll probably take them all except for Penny.
Yeah,
I'm still taking Penny. I don't give a fuck.
See a Penny, don't pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck. Just leave him on the floor.
I've never done it.
Probably mix that one in with breaks your roster's back or something somehow. Oh, yeah. See Rashad Penny, pick him up, and somehow your roster's fucked.
Rashad Penny only balls when he's not on my team, so y'all better be happy that I'll never have.
I think Roschon is probably the guy for the long run, but I think realistically, I want to just stay away from all of these guys really in redraft. So for me, I'm passing on all of them.
Yeah. Let's move on to that receiving core.
I mean, it's DJ Moore.
Call it that.
The receiving core. It's all about DJ Moore. I can tell you more. He wants revenge. He wants to even the score. This is what he's in it for. 4 score 7 years ago. July 4.
Yeah. With Fields running and the inconsistencies.
You were going to write me?
Oh, what? You wanted me to keep it going?
No, that's okay.
I was going to say, if Fields doesn't grow as a passer, then DJ Moore's going to be what DJ Moore's always been. You know what I mean? Kind of inconsistent. at best.
Hey, man, watch how you talk about my guy DJ Moore.
Yeah, he's great, but it's not his fault that
he's not that good. I'm just expecting like it to be like he's 25% of a target market share, like a big piece of a small pie type of shit. Like
I think he's good and talented. It's just that he's never really had like a great accurate QB to throw him the football. So, but we'll see what happens.
This is the closest thing he'll ever get to an Ohio receiver, right? Because even though
I like him. I like Moore. I think he finishes as a wide receiver too, as usual, pretty much.
Right.
It's just does he have that little bit of extra upside where maybe he can finish as like a high end wide receiver too? Like that's really what we're looking at. I mean, I don't know if he can get into the top 12, but
I have very stern thoughts on Claypool too. I just pass. That's that Bammer.
Yeah, well, we got Darnell Mooney at wide receiver 54, 137 overall.
He can't even be 55.
No, that's Adam Thielen. I'm trying to see where DJ Moore is going. It's going a lot higher. I don't think I'm in on that. He's wide receiver 22, and that's number 53 overall.
This DJ Moore, right?
This is DJ Moore.
Wide receiver 22.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that.
Who's going around there?
Calvin Ridley, Michael Pittman. I'd probably take DJ Moore over both of them. But then there's like Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen. Right? I'd take those guys over DJ Moore. Behind that, you got Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy. So I'd probably take DJ Moore over those guys.
It's crazy because like I'll take Jeudy over all of them.
You really?
Yeah.
I'm not a Jeudy. Like I've never had him on
redraft. I'm just banking on like that Sean Payton's that good. And like Russell Wilson, he can't be that bad.
Yeah, but like look, if you go a little further down, there's guys like let's see, Drake London, Tyler Lockett, Mike Evans, Brandon Ayuk. I take that's like right under Jerry Jeudy.
I'll take Drake London over Jerry Jeudy and DJ Moore. And Keenan Allen.
Jeudy had almost 1,000 last year on that garbage offense. Now you got Sean Payton, so things are looking up. I think a lot of people expect Jeudy to.
And I heard Russ always invites him to dinner, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll
listen,
go."
If Jeudy ain't the guy this year, then that's it. Jeudy, it's done.
What year is this? Is this year 4?
Or what, Jeudy?
Yeah, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. I had to count on my fingers.
Anyways,
I
don't know. Yeah, it just depends. It depends on who's around, right? But I think I'll probably puff on DJ Moore. It just depends.
I think it's just a huge tier that's there. So really, it's like whoever you like more. They're like the same. Like, what's the difference? Like,
exactly.
DJ Moore now, and who would you say? McLaurin, Pittman. Like, they're all in the same range. Like.
Yeah,
pick who you like. But yeah, I'll take the upside. I'll take DJ Moore over Pittman. I think just
me too.
Offense situation. I
don't like the Colts for shit. So
yeah. So really just depends what you like. But yeah, I'll puff on DJ Moore.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I got that DJ Moore pack.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Cole Kmet unless you guys want to.
Hey, did we talk about Mooney? Mooney.
Mooney.
Yeah, if you got some thoughts on my man, shout out to my man Mooney Tunes. But what's your thoughts on him? I'm just probably gonna pass. I mean, like.
So we got Mooney Tunes right before him. He's a wide receiver 54, like I said, 137 overall. 3 guys going right before him, or 4 guys going before him: Beckham, Lazard, Myers, Jacoby Myers, and Zay Flowers.
My baloney has a first name.
Yeah. And then right after Mooney, Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, Tyler Boyd, Rondell Moore. So it's kind of I feel like a lot of people will be taking a chance on Zay Flowers over Mooney.
Yeah, it's a close one, but yeah, I would. I'll take Flowers.
I'd probably do that too. You know what I'm saying?
I think they'll both do the same thing, right? They're both Z receivers at this point. They're just going to be running that like that. They're stretching through the field stretchers.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how they're going to use Mooney.
It's not going to be a heavy passing offense in the first place, and then he's going to be the third target, maybe. Does Cole Kmet the second target, maybe? I don't know. He's going to be second or third on a low passing offense.
Here's the real question:
These
Is
guys
Cole
you
Kmet
grab
a
at the end of
bitch?
your draft, you know what I mean? So, or towards the double digit rounds, early double digit.
Answer the question: Is Cole Kmet a bitch?
That's the way. I didn't know that was the question being posed.
Oh,
But
my bad.
No, he's not a bitch. I like Cole Kmet. I like Cole
Okay.
Kmet.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him.
yeah, he's like probably a fringe tight end
He's
one.
a fringe bitch.
Isn't saying much. He could be a fringe bitch.
I'll give you that. He's a fringe bitch. He's a fringe bitch.
Okay. 'Cause I was gonna say I'm kind of leaning towards fringe bitch. I might pass. I probably pass on that right now.
Yeah. Okay, I think that puts a bow on the Bears.
Duh, Bears.
All right, cool.
I do like Kmet though. I'll puff on Kmet.
You
going
can grab
late.
him at the end of a draft as well. Him and Mooney are those kind of guys. If you want to take a shot on some Bears, you can do that without them probably costing you much.
Yeah. Claypool is like not
Waller
even
or Kmet?
right now, I don't think.
All right, let's look to the chat. What do we do next? Who's up?
I do like Mooney in Dynasty also. Just want to throw that out there. It is his last year on the contract. I don't know if they bring him back or not.
How old is Mooney?
Huh?
He's young. He's probably like 24.
25. I think he'll be 25 after the season, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
He's like Brandon Ayuk. He came in with Brandon Ayuk, right?
He's
Or no,
25,
oh.
so he'll be 26. He'll be 26.
Okay. Oh,
after
he
the-
came
after
in
this
2019 year. Was that Darnell Mooney 2019 or 2020?
season.
I think it was 2020. He was a rookie with Fields, right? No, Fields was
Eric
21.
said, "Don't forget about Chase Claypool." Yeah, we briefly mentioned him, and then we said we were going to forget about
I
him.
think he's a bitch. I'll pass.
Where is he going? Who else is in that range? Like,
Oh,
this
man.
is this is flyer
Chase
range
Claypool,
anyway.
Paris Campbell.
Hold on, let me do like a.
Right, this is flyer range anyway, and an injury could vault him to be somewhat fantasy relevant.
It's Chase Claypool or goddamn Paris Campbell, man.
Let's see if I can find him. Here we go. No, that's Chosen
Paris
Anderson.
Campbell over Claypool.
Chosen Anderson, bro. They have him as Chosen.
Because he
Yeah,
changed
that's
his
his
name
name, yeah.
legally.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think he ate mushrooms one time and he thought, I am the one.
Okay, I think I missed Claypool here.
The
Hold on.
chosen one.
The Chosen one.
Is Claypool a free agent, or does he have one more year? I think.
Yeah, he was a third rounder.
I found him. Okay, so Chase Claypool, wide receiver, 84, 198 overall. Going average, 83.5 here. Wide receivers right around his range: Darius Slayton, Robert Woods, Jalen Hyatt, Tim Patrick, Nicole Hardman, Josh Downs, Paris Campbell, Khalil Shakir.
I'll take
I'll
Nicole
take
Hardman.
Campbell
I'll
and
take
Downs.
Claypool. I mean, I'm not Claypool. I'll take Campbell. Who did you say? Say it again.
Paris Campbell,
I'll take Miko
Yep.
over Clay.
Nicole, Slayton.
Wandale Robinson, Robert
What?
Woods,
You know what?
Nicole Hardman, Josh Downs.
This might sound stupid, but if
Yeah.
I have DJ Moore,
Free
I'm
agent
not
too,
opposed to.
Claypool.
If I have DJ Moore, I'm not opposed to having one of the other as well. Because it's like if one of them gets hurt, then these other guys become interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Claypool's a free agent too. They
For
probably
dynasty
keep.
purposes.
They might keep Mooney if they keep Mooney and DJ Moore. I mean, that's solid. Mooney,
Yeah.
DJ Moore, Kmet, Fields, Roshan.
He's definitely like last pick of your draft type of stuff here if you're going that
Yeah,
direction.
not even. I'll take Tim
His
Patrick.
name is Mapletron.
Wasn't he a tight end or no? I thought he was a tight end. At
Put
some
some
point.
respect on his name. He's Mapletron.
I mean, speaking of Mapletron, when you talk about Megatron and just seeing, like, sometimes you just see the clips on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, where they fucking used to double team this guy down at the goal line.
Yep.
Double team this guy. You'll never ever see that, I don't think, ever again.
Yeah, Zach said Chase going to free agent pool. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I like
I'll
that.
pass it.
He did pay a second for, like, an early second for
Yeah,
Claypool,
and he was
though,
a
which
former third rounder
made
too.
no sense,
so it's
but-
like they thought he was worth that. I mean, it's also a cheap form of like, okay, we're a new regime. We got this young QB on a first round contract. Let's put some weapons around him, right? So they trade for Claypool. They bring in DJ Moore. You know what I mean? And now on paper, he has a formidable, like a serviceable trio plus a Cole Kmet fringe bitch.
Fringe bitch. that's gonna catch on.
That's a new category. You know what I mean? Because it's a bitch when you have to think about starting these motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? Fringe bitch. He's a fringe bitch because tight end's so ugly that you're happy to have Cole Kmet. You're like, fuck yeah, Cole Kmet and this motherfucker. Fringe bitch.
Yeah, so the Bears weren't very good last year. They did have the number 1 overall pick that they ended up trading to Carolina. So we don't know how much better they're going to be, and so I wouldn't expect too many fantasy points, even if they are garbage. You're probably
Chicago as a whole, fringe bitch.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Viking came.
They literally paid a late first for Claypool. What was that? The 201? Right?
I don't know what the trade details were, but yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did.
Yeah,
Dude, they were pretty bad there.
That was the Joey. That was the fucking Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, the net points was worse
That's
than
what the Steelers got for him. You know what I mean? That's who they drafted with that pick. Okay.
Let's do
Packers.
You want to do? Yeah, I was going to say Green Bay next. Green Bay was 8-9 last year with Aaron Rodgers, and now we have Jordan Love stepping in from out of Aaron Rodgers' shadow, kind of shadow. That'd be us.
Does Aaron Rodgers even have a shadow?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's coming out of that ayahuasca trip, and he's like translucent or something.
He left his shadow in that dark room.
He said more people. He said more people should try it. He's like, you can't cancel me because 1 year, 26 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Ayahuasca, 45 touchdowns, MVP.
Twice. Then he went back and double dipped. You know what was crazy? When I found out, first of all, I was on Alan Lazard going into 2022. Like just making like a late round PPR case for him, right? And then I found out he did the ayahuasca trip with him of the year prior to. I was like, what? What made me like him even more, bruh? Roger Adams was like, no, I like Christ. I'm going to Bible study, Aaron. And then, you know what I'm saying? Aaron was like, man, I'm talking to all the gods, bro. Drink this thing, man. There's only one Lord and Savior for me. For Devontae, it's the Christ. You know what I'm saying? Lazard was like, let's go drink that shit, blood.
He's on that divine stuff. He was getting beams shot down. You could see who was open on the field at all times those seasons. He was the third eye.
I want before we start rolling up and passing around or attempting to pass around some of this fucking Green Bay tree, right?
Green Bay tree.
I want to say, like, is it far-fetched to think that Green Bay life after Aaron Rodgers as a whole, they know their defense sucks. They want to like somehow control time of possession like they used to, but it's going to come through the run game. Is that far-fetched?
It's not, I don't think. I think that both of those running backs are set up to be,
you think they're set up to see stacked boxes for the first time in their career?
Well, maybe, but they both get used like in ways you're not expecting because they can both catch the ball out of the backfield. And I think if you kind of see them both on the field at the same time in some packages, which is probably what we'd love to see for fantasy, that it could be something for Jordan Love. It just depends. We also need to see if Jordan Love can in that little window that we did see him play, he looked, competent.
They say that Jordan Love can do the things that Aaron Rodgers can do. And if that's the case, that means it's going to be like a very low amount of plays run on offense. And like it's got to be really efficient because that's how that's how they did it with Aaron Rodgers. If they can't replicate that at all, right? I mean, like, it's gonna be hard for them to sustain drives, bro. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he's going, like I said, QB 20. So for redraft purposes, it's whatever. He's not. He's an afterthought. So you pass on him, I guess, in that perspective. But for two QB,
let's start with the Jordan Love pack.
Yeah, if it was like, I guess, a super flex or 2 QB leagues, I've definitely taken a chance on him because he's
Jordan Love or Danny Dumbass.
Oh man, I think I'm probably going Danny Dumbass.
Yeah, Jordan Love or Derek Carr, other Christ.
I'd probably take a chance
other
on
known Jesus freak.
I'd probably take a chance outside of Jordan Love because I think I know what Derek Carr is.
Huss, okay, I need to ask you a question, serious question, Huss. I know you're eating dinner, right? When you were smoking, were you puffing on a Jordan Love pack right now?
No, definitely wasn't. But let's see where he's going ADP wise, and I'll tell you if I would, if I'd puff on that grass or if I'd pass.
It's not quite the Bay, but it's not quite the Bay Area, but it's Green Bay tree.
Green Bay tree.
It has cheese.
I think I'll take Carr. I'll take Carr because I think like you, I think we know what Derek Carr is. He's basically a QB 13 to 18. Like, and I'll take that at the super flex. Where Jordan Love, I don't know if he can be as good.
Christian Watson, the 2 running backs, and then his mobility and the fact that there's that unknown factor. That's just a little more appealing to me. Defenses might take him a little while to figure it out. You never know.
Okay, for Jordan Love's ADP right now, so his ADP 125.9 is what they have him at, and that's like right below Russ, almost identical with Russ, and right behind Pickett. And right behind Geno and Aaron Rodgers. So actually, no. If this is the ADP that we're getting, like, I'm gonna jump on any one of those four or five guys that are like just right above him. The guys right below him. Yeah. Trey Lance, Derek Carr, Purdy, Mac Jones, Ritter, Sam Howell, Matt Stafford. Those are the guys who are coming after him in the next wave.
Damn, you know what's crazy is
I don't like a lot of those names. So.
No, I mean, those are the bottom QBs, though.
I'll take Stafford. He still got Cup, and he still, like, you know what I mean? They got bounce back year written all over them.
Yeah, Stafford's probably the name that stood out the most.
And I want Stafford to lead the league in picks, bro, and really mean it this time. We want some pick sixes, bro. He's throwing, bro. Let's go. Hella tugs on both sides. Tugs for everybody.
That's all anybody remembers, kidda. There's people that hate players because they got injured on their fantasy team one year, and they'll never. Doesn't matter what they'll ever do. They'll just hate them forever.
Like Derek Carr's groin in the playoff weeks.
Right.
Won the championship. I was playing against him.
Like, who's that guy that you really don't like, Bogey?
Who?
Who's one of them? Who's that
it's
guy?
A long
you
list,
like?
Man.
Will Awfuller? Would it be him?
Will Awfuller, right?
Who's the first one that comes to mind?
Mark fucking Ingram. Fuck him. Fuck Mark Ingram. He's at the top of the list. Hey, Mark Ingram, I know you be sneak watching. The Christmas card is not in the mail.
Why don't you like him? Is it because of the big trust thing?
Huh? Yeah, that too. That was annoying. You know they're gonna cut you. Stop trying to kiss everyone's ass. Oh, look, just because Lamar's a little microphone shy, he talking about, listen, I'll warm up the mic for you. Let me warm up the crowd. He didn't even necessarily say anything. Lamar Jackson just didn't really say much, so he didn't even say he agreed to it. Then it became a thing. Hey, woo woo, big truck, man, shut up, Ryan and John. You know what I'm saying? That's why he couldn't pass pro when Tennessee was sending I think it was like who was it? Was this Jeff Simmons, Young Simmons? Right, blasted them. They were one and done. Get the fuck out of here. We just beat the Patriots. It's like we're about to beat you too, Lamar. See, and they're like, Mark, you go get the fuck out of here. Hey, you ever been to a party? You guys like a good party, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You ever see Mark Ingram at a party? You know why, right? Because if Mark Ingram's there, everybody's leaving, man. Fuck Mark Ingram. Tell him I said it.
Wait, so we're talking about the Packers?
No, we were talking about that god awful piece of shit.
Jordan Love. All right, we're passing on. I'm passing on Jordan Love.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the Jordan Love pack. That's just bunk.
That's hilarious.
I'm okay being wrong about it. Everyone's like, "Hey, yo, bro, this Delta 8 Jordan Love is fire." I'm like, no, it's not.
I mean, I think realistically, you think like, all right, what's the possibilities he's a back end QB1 or a high end QB2? Like, and that's
25 touchdowns.
And that's going to be rough for him to do.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
The other guys
like
there, so like, I'd rather just play it safe with with Carr instead.
Yeah, I'd probably take Carr. At least white Jesus loves Carr. I mean, because Carr is terrible. Jesus gotta love him. That's why he keeps getting jobs, bro. I mean, you couldn't tell me someone said, come on, right?
Yeah, it's surprising that he's like changed teams and still starting.
And getting the big money.
There is a world where Jordan Love is somehow good. I mean, he did get to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a little bit. He did get to learn. He had confidence in the game he came in last year through that dot to Christian Watson over the middle. So, I mean, the possibility that Green Bay has, 3 sick QBs for 45 years, that's an insane thought, but they're giving him 2 years. They're giving him an opportunity to do his thing.
I was gonna say, I think that train is might have been, you know what I'm saying? What's the saying? That train has sailed.
So I don't know if he's that guy, but I can't.
We'll do a graphic of that one, dude. It's gonna be like a train going into the sky somehow. Like
just make like a door and leave.
That train has sailed.
Okay, look at look. I want to just plant my flag because I've been like ignorantly on this shit early. Romeo fucking Dubs, bro. All the Romeo Dubs packs, bro. I've got a dub. Oh, he got Dub in his name, bro.
That's the reason, right?
You know what I'm saying? Come on, like because I have the thought that with no Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, you could be like, oh, I double my man Christian Watson. Watch this. I'll put it right there where only Christian Watson can get it. See, Jordan Love might be like, shit, they're blanketing my guy Christian Watson, Romeo Dubs all day. You know what I mean? And they already talking about they favored each other. It's funny because they make backhanded comments that they don't like. I heard like they're not locker room like friends for real, but like on the field, that's his favorite.
Where is Dubs in this? I don't even
late than a motherfucker. I mean, like.
Let's go to sleeper rankings.
What up, Brandon? Oh, man. For the one QB league, he said this is how he's drafting. RB, QB, wide receiver, tight end, RB, wide receiver, RB.
Well, you stick to that format and
see how that works.
How it turns out.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think I've tried to do drafts like that, and like it's just, I don't know. It's not fun.
Because then you're like drafting for needs, trying to like, I need to draft this person here, and there's somebody else that's just there,
I don't know. I just go into every. I mean, you see, that's why you gotta do a lot of mock drafts because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Like, if say you're like, oh shit, I'm at the 9 ball. You know what I mean? But you'll have an idea of the layout of the land. You know what I mean? If there's like a fairly uniform draft where players are falling in their ADP rounds, right? Otherwise, because a lot of times home leagues they just go crazy. There's guys like Randy. He's like, oh, I'm taking QB in the second round. I'm taking like you got a fucking laundry list. He's just knocking it out. Sometimes there's people like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing either, because you know what I'm saying that doesn't mean like you might not be getting good players. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because I'm gonna draft based on, best available, like not necessarily specific positions. Like I have in my head, all right, I want to leave this draft with 5 wide receivers or 6 wide receivers, but I don't necessarily have, all right, I got to get one in round 2 and I got to get one in round 4 and round 10 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like listen, bro. If I could tell the future, I'd be like, I'd be that cocky. I'd be like, listen, second round, getting a QB. Third round, listen, right? So fourth round, you know what? In the 17th round, you know who I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take that Rice kid from the Chiefs. Just start calling your shots, right?
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah.
And watch, I'm gonna win it all. You know, hey, every time you hear all the proclamations, this is why I love fantasy, man. Motherfuckers got all the proclamations.
Well, look, and see, he even said it right here. That's my plan, but he said shit always changes when players who I had high drop. Exactly, because you're supposed to be getting players.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how you should be construct. If anything, your strategy should be to like be able to adapt to whatever's going on. How about that?
To adapt. I mean, what if you got pick 5 and the first 4 picks are all running backs, so you're not going to take Justin Jefferson because you have to pick a running back? Like, no, you're going to take the best player there. Like,
according to my plan, the plan is the road to success, and it starts with a running back first round. I'm going to have to take Nick Chubb here.
See, look at this. I think I opened a can of worms. We did a couple auction mocks, and now everyone's addicted to like these auction mock drafts. And as Zach said, when's the next one? We'll probably get one in next week. I mean, Monday or Tuesday, I mean, are the best days for the auction, for the mocks in general.
You should wear a suit on the next mock.
Probably not.
It's an auction mock, man.
Oh, man. In the league, they have an auction mock in like the final like season. And Rafi, of course, he's the crazy ones. He was like, you guys are putting African Americans, up here. I want to offer up I want to draft a Chinese lady, and like he like steals a Chinese lady
that's dark.
from like a fucking and then a whole big alley fight happens.
I think I'm gonna go back and rewatch like the last couple of those Rafi filled seasons.
Rafi's a savage, man.
Man, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Look me in the eyes.
No, we're doing North tonight, but Jamie said puff or pass on DJ Chark at 144th overall.
I'll probably just wait till the dust settles, because like if there is anything if there is any truth to them looking at DeAndre Hopkins, because then it's by base. And he'll be a complete year, basically 2 years removed from that. What was it, an ACL? What did he have over there with the Jags? Remember it happened like week 1 in 21?
Yeah. I don't know where the 144th is coming in. I mean, on Sleeper, they have him at 54 ADP. But yeah, he's like a fifth, 6th round like guy.
Yeah. No, are you looking at DJ Morris or DJ Chark?
DJ Chark.
Oh,
I think he said overall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Different DJ. Where the hell is DJ Chark at?
Yeah, I like the idea.
And they have him way lower on Sleeper. They have him at 279th around Nico Collins and Zay
undrafted. Because listen, I love DJ Chark. Shout out to the Chark Knight. Remember that? Remember those days?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Come on, the Chark Knight was going crazy. Him and the Ginsu. What?
Yeah.
It was short-lived, but when it was legendary. And I always have fond memories of that. Then he flashed again last year with Goffle because he was playing that field stretcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was playing the X. He was playing the X basically.
Yeah, the X.
When there was no what was it? Yeah, he was basically playing the X when there was no Jamison Williams. You know what I mean? So he can be their X receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like. Which could be the
Brandon said I'm the 2-time champ in 3 years. I must be doing something right. Well, keep doing it. Get into some of these drafts. $10 best ball drafts going down right now.
Yeah, play some IDP leagues with us too, man. You know what I mean? It'll change your perspective on everything.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, keep dominating, man. That's dope. You know what I mean? Talk that shit.
Jamie said, I see Chark going anywhere between 12th and 15th round in best ball. That sounds about right. I mean, I'm sure.
I usually see him going, and I say, pass.
It depends on how late, because I know I've taken
Okay,
him later.
how far is he going for Brandon Cooks? Where's Brandon Cooks going these days?
Brandon Cooks now is going between the 9th and 11th round, because I've seen him get pulled up in the 9th, but it's like 10th and 11th is like where he's going.
Still some decent value.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's going to soak up targets there. I'll say that much, though. Somebody's going to soak up targets there. But then they also could be just like a super running team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brandon, so the best way is if you go join the community at 420crew.org, you can send me a direct message over there, and then I can send you the league link over there, and there'll be multiple ways that you could pay. But that's the best way, and then you'll be in the loop with all the new divisions.
Yeah, you got to join
all the leagues and all that. That's the best way, 420crew.org, and you'll see the different tiers you can sign up on.
From Dynasty to Redraft to Best Ball. We got it all.
I like that. Put that on a shirt, blood. Put that on a shirt, blood.
Jamie said, I'm starting to love these IDP best balls you guys are drafting.
Say that again. I can't remember what that was.
Because he
Dynasty to Redraft to Best Ball. We got it all. I think it's something
Jamie was not doing so hot when we first started doing the mocks with IDPs and stuff. He did a couple and he got better, and now he's like joining a bunch of these best balls with us.
I used to roast I used to roast them up. I used to roast Jamie's team, and I'd be like, what are you doing?
We'll wait on we'll actually discuss this now, but we'll get to the Lions later. Emil said you puffing on Sam Laporta on the Lions, puffing or passing. Oh, it's a big pass for me now with all this crazy hype.
Yeah, no thanks. Sticking with the Packers, Christian Watson in that receiving core, because I know Bogard was rocking with Romeo Dubs. We didn't get to any of the other pass catchers. I think Christian Watson's the main one to talk about before we move on to the running back.
Hey, listen, I'll puff on some Christian Watson back, but just I don't like paying that ticket. I tend to just not even get a chance to you know what I mean.
So Christian Watson's going his ADPs on Sleeper 51. Going right after DK, Drake London, and Debo, and then right above DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Jerry Jeudy, Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley.
It's a mixed bag.
I'm passing on him.
Passing.
Yeah, I'll probably pass.
That's a big
There's some names I heard there that I liked. Like I like McLaurin for some reason.
I think we're gonna. I'm okay with being wrong about Christian Watson because the 8 touchdowns in 5 weeks is hella polarizing, and then there was even the one game where the Aaron Rodgers wasn't doing so hot. Remember that Thursday night? We were in Vegas. Remember that?
Yeah.
They bench Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love comes in. He throws a super dime to Christian Watson on a broken coverage. He just dusts the guy, and the guy falls. You know what I mean?
And real quick before we get into Romeo Dubs, because that's the guy who I like. I mean, just getting him way later out of value. But we got Spencer the Guru in the house, repping the Guru Nation.
Ah, yes, we are the nation, the Guru Nation. 1 and 2 playmakers. Happy to be here. Let's do this thing. Woo!
Okay, hold on. Right out the gate.
So here goes Romeo Dubs real quick. His ADP and the guys he's going around. So he 208 on sleepers, his ADP. Going right below Alan Lazard, Sky Moore, Josh Downs, Rondell Moore, Marvin Mims, right above Thielen, Boyd, Jaden Reed, Tank Dell, and Alec Pierce and Wandale.
I take Dubs over all of them, bro. That's how strong I feel about him, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
I mean, Sky Moore's the one that I would be like, I would think about it, but it would also mean like I need Sky Moore to be that guy that Juju replacement to soak up the motherfucking target short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I like
definitely think he
too.
could do that. I like Sky Moore this year. He's one of my favorite late round targets. I know it's NFC North, but yeah, I really like Sky Moore because with Dobbs, honestly, considering that they've got Watson and the rookie Jaden Reed, they've got a lot of other young receivers. I know Dobbs is standing out at this moment. But because of that, I think his ADP is going to start going up to where at this current ADP, yeah, I'll puff on that for sure because you're getting him so late. But the way I'm thinking that it's going to get to where all these blurbs about, oh, Jordan Love loves Romeo Dobbs, it's going to get to where I'm going to pass because I feel like his ADP is about to skyrocket.
And Jamie, I'm sure you're going off of what's it called, off of Underdog. I mean, I just don't go off of Underdog's ADP with shit. Like, there's too many people doing too much goofy shit over there.
I don't know why people like even. I don't know. Just do actual mocks, like see what the people is talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it is good to play on Underdog. I just don't think their ADP should be taken as gospel for redraft leagues.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because those are all best ball. You know how many people they are looked to go best ball. Underdog is best ball. You know what I mean?
The ADP data is kind of flawed right now. In July is when the data starts to get more accurate, but right now it's still kind of wonky.
And you got to think, like in our best balls that we're doing, like we may have 100 divisions, you know, like we may get up there. I mean, that's still only like 12.
How many we got right now? Talk that shit, blood. How many we got right now?
We have 42 teams that have already 42 divisions that have already drafted. So what's that?
Yeah, 12 teams each division. Let's fucking
go. We already got over 500 people in the 500 teams in it. But that's what it. But that's the difference, though. Like, I mean, when you're playing against like tens of thousands, you know, like we may have like 1,200, you know, in this when it's all set.
You know how many dumbasses will draft like a DJ Chark? Like it'd be like, well, DJ Chark's going to be like, he's not even getting drafted in my leagues. You know what I mean?
Is there going to be like, I mean, people who are going crazy on Underdog. They're drafting people hella early because
the only reason DJ Chark
this player, whoever it is.
The only reason guys like DJ Chark get drafted is because we do like 30-round drafts in the best ball leagues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd take a shot on him in the 30th round.
I mean, he goes like in round 20 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he could for best ball. I like him because I feel like in Carolina he'll have his weeks where he goes off. I don't think he'll be very consistent, but I think Bryce Young, you know, they'll have their weeks where they do really good. So I feel like all those guys, him, Thielen, Mingo, are probably better off best ball wise as opposed to regular because I feel like none of them are going to be consistent enough to be worth starting on a weekly basis.
Brandon, just make sure that you follow. He said, when are y'all dropping your top 20 picks? I mean, we're going to be doing some ranking shows over the next like 2 months, July. Actually, most of this is going to be July, but just make sure you follow on like TikTok and like the YouTube shorts and all that, because those are the kind of videos that may be coming in short form where we just do, like,
you know what I'm saying? Our top, I mean, and we do, I mean, if we were trying to do like a top 20 picks, maybe you mean like top 24, because I'm pretty sure Brandon probably plays a lot of 10-team leagues. That's probably why he said, what's your top 20, right? I don't know. I'm like,
is that 10-team single QB still the most?
Yeah, that's pretty much like the widespread. You know, I wasn't saying that to like shit on him or anything, but I'm just saying like that's probably why he was asking for a top 20. You know what I mean? So we probably would do like we usually do things in tier by 12. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, because that's how the rest of the fantasy world does it. You know what I mean?
But if you just go back on some of the videos, like all these drafts, I mean, we do mocks, but we do all these best balls. Like you can see how we're drafting. I mean, very easily you can see like the guys who are like really high up.
I mean, we do super flex too, so you know what I mean?
It'll be a little different.
It changes stuff.
Give me money.
Yeah, because you might see our best ball draft. You're like, what the fuck? 10 quarterbacks went in the first round? What kind of shit is this?
It's that.
That all depends on the format.
Yep.
I am taking Lazard over Dubes though.
Oh shit!
Okay. I'll take a Dubs.
Rodgers, yeah. I mean,
with the Jets.
What is I don't know. Dubes just I don't know if I'd rather go with the QB situation with Rodgers.
I think it's the lack of anything else for me on the Packers. Like they don't have too many wide receivers over there. Like I just don't think Lazard has too much of a ceiling, even though it's Rodgers.
Yeah, he'll be on the field. I bet you he'll be on the field just as much as Garrett Wilson, though, because
that's what I'm saying.
Blocking, yeah, for sure.
Lazard, it could be the number 2 where Dubs could be the number 3. I mean, you got Watson, you got Reed. I think they'll command more targets than Dubs. So That's the part that concerns me a little bit.
Okay, so you got Reed as the number 2 then over Dobbs. That's interesting.
I like Reed. I really do. I really do like.
Yeah,
like
Reed's
and he
is
steps
fast.
right into the slot.
Yeah,
He steps right into the slot role. Good route runner.
And when did they draft him? Second round, right?
Second round, yeah.
Yeah, but another one I'll be puffing because I heard y'all mention Sam Laporta. That's probably pass on him because the hype's getting too much. But the one that I'd be puffing though late tight end was Luke Musgrave. Keep an eye on Musgrave, man, because there's not much. The Green Bay doesn't have much else to where it's like Musgrave. He didn't play much last year. He was hurt, but when healthy, Musgrave's a fucking stud. Like he's got potential to be like really fucking good. To where Robert Tonyan.
Hey Spencer, I'm about to pass on that one, Spencer. I was like, you can hit that shit, man.
Hey, I'll hit it. You can take Laporta 5 rounds early. I like Laporta too. It's just his ADP's getting high, so it's like
not the redraft, bro. I just can't do it, man.
Crispy's taking his stance. He said, "I'm taking a doobie over Lazard."
But why the Musgrave? Why the Musgrave pass?
Oh well, okay. Well, this just the rookie tight end rule. You know what I mean?
Well, I know. Normally, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. But it's just for one, he's really talented, and two, it's like they don't have anything else there that's like.
But it is like it is a system that other teams that run this system, they feature tight ends. So you know what I mean?
I'm every tight end in this division.
I guess for me, it's the way that it's kind of ran with the tight ends, where it's. Robert Tonyan. He was super touchdown dependent. That's all it came down to. And so, is Jordan?
I think he was Robert Tonyan for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Here's another argument.
The red zone guys are going to be the running backs.
Hey, shout out to
Jimbo.
What up,
the icon in the house.
Hey, I was watching the Icon show. He had touchdown with Doug on that mug. I was like, oh shit! Well, I'm trying to jump on the show. I was texting.
I did a mock with Jimbo the other day.
I was texting Jimbo around. I was like, hey, shoot me the link, right? Then I'm watching him on the show, and he was so high on the edibles. He left the show. I was like, where'd he go?
Yeah, it's like the reason with Musgrave too, I think he could do well, is because Jordan Love, as a young QB, might be more dependent on his tight end as opposed to Aaron Rodgers, who barely threw to the tight end.
Right. And Love could go more to the tight end. It's just I don't know. I guess I got to see it a little bit before I want to bank on it.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying. This is just like a late round dart throw. You're getting the guy for free. And if he sucks, then you can just cut him. Like, it's no big deal. It's not like you're having to pay any sort of draft capital.
That's true. Mm-hmm. What up, PB and waivers?
What up, PB?
Can't stay, but I said love to see the whole team in the stream. Hell
yeah. Damn, PB hating, man. Don't be hating like that, PB. Come on now. Don't be hating on my city like that.
Yeah, because he's repping ATL.
Right? Yeah, I'll give him a fuck ATL right back at him because I got held up in the fucking ATL airport this weekend. That shit sucked.
Hey, the ATL airport is cracking though, huh?
Oh, it's insane out there. That thing's insane. Man, the shuttle train and shit. Oh my god, I was ready to get out of there. That shit had me stressed out.
It's like that and JFK that are like the big Eastern International airports.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane how big it is. Yeah, it's no joke out there.
All right, here we go. Let's do a round robin. We don't have to give too much on each of these guys, but Gemmo says, who has a better year, CJ or Bryce? I'll lean on Bryce.
I believe on CJ.
Yeah, it's tough. I'll probably lean on Bryce because I think he's more pro ready.
This is why I say this, because look at the secondaries that Bryce Young has to deal with in that division. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Yeah, Saints, Bucks,
just the defenses in general. And the Falcons, I know they're a shitty defense on paper right now, but their secondary is going to be nasty.
Yeah, AJ Terrell and Jeff Okuda. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think of it like that. But yeah, the NFC South, there's going to be more gritty kind of games probably as opposed to the AFC South.
Yeah, those games were like.
But I think Bryce Young has a shot to start week one stronger than any of the other rookies. Like, I
Well,
feel like
because he's the most pro ready. That's why I'm still leaning toward him. CJ Stroud, I think,
You
he
think
probably got more
Judge,
potential.
The Judge Davis Mills lanes.
No, I think Stroud starts. I'm just saying, I think it's gonna be rough, like to start. Where I feel like with Young being in Nick Saban's system, he'll be more pro ready and probably put up better numbers.
Yeah, I think in year one, you probably get a better year from Bryce.
He said better year, not better career. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm leaning Bryce. He's more pro ready.
I think CJ Stroud beats his ass in a fight.
Oh, in the fight.
I'm not denying that. Yeah, Bryce. Yeah. I think Anthony Richardson would definitely beat his ass in a fight.
Bro. Unless he knows does Bryce Young know jujitsu, bro? Because if you're small, you know jujitsu, bro. You take it, man. Shout out to Hoist Gracie, bro. He took on the whole.
He very well might, bro.
No one thought Hoist Gracie could do it, man.
He very well might.
I think the Panthers just having a better line. You know, I mean that's a little bit of a difference, I think, for the rookies.
They do have a really good line, but on paper, I think
Texans have a good line too.
Yeah, it's improved. I was about to say the O line's not what it was last year. The staples have.
I mean, you got
Tunsil, and then the other guys look pretty.
Tunsil and Howard, right? But then you added.
You got to be able to have a pocket that moves now. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna run that 49er-esque offense. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, then they drafted a new center. We'll see how that works out. But other than that, the rest of the line has some experience, and they've signed some guys in the offseason. So I think it's a little more solidified. You got to.
It might be on Thielen if Thielen can stay healthy or not. If Thielen and Shark can stay healthy, because if not, then CJ might have a better year.
Thielen's big trusty, huh? He got them hands, but like glue and shit. He got the yellow.
Yeah, they're veteran guys. That
is he not going to
get the yellow gloves with him?
Yeah, I think the Texans will probably try to lean on the run a little more.
Is he not going to be the biggest red zone threat for them out of everybody that they have?
Hayden Hurst Helmsley, he's injured right now, so he's missing out all the training camp and building rapport. And I just haven't heard anything about Thielen either. Like I feel like, not training camp, mini camp. Like I feel like Thielen wouldn't even be out there either because he's a veteran. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, Gemmo's all over the Panthers tonight. He said thoughts on Miles Sanders.
Like get a lot of stacked boxes, but a lot of like a heavy workload. So I think he's like a solid flex. Like I think I just think the offense is not going to be able to get him in a scoring position like he did last year, where he could just punch in a bunch of greasy 1-yard tugs. You know what I mean? Like
I think he'll make up for that with more reception. So I still think he's an RB2.
Oh,
I take him as an
shout
RB2.
out to JD. JD's not here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because he says he's going to take a couple weeks off. And shout out to the Hard to Start. You know what I mean? He's firing up
fellas.
Yeah, shout out to the fellas. He's actually fired up their own rankings that they used to. That was actually how I first came across them back in the day. So I don't think they did rankings last couple of years. So he's bringing that back. But shout out to him. But one thing I want to point out is that he would always say, he would always point out the fact that they got Deuce. What's his name? Deuce Staley.
Deuce Staley is a running back coach.
He's the running back coach over there. He's the run game coordinator, whatever you want to label him, right? But you know what I'm saying? He was the guy with Miles Sanders his rookie year over there with Frank Reich as the offensive coordinator in Philly. So, this is Frank Reich just kind of getting the band back together, and this was their guy that they drafted, you know what I mean? So, I like that. Look at that. It's like, okay. But
I got him as like a mid-ish RB2. I mean, because realistically, like you were saying,
Aaron Jones or Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Because
you take Aaron Jones.
He should get some receptions, which should make up for some of the touchdowns that he's going to lose, because he's not. I don't think he's scoring double-digit touchdowns this year. So I think that'll make up for some of it, and that puts him in like the mid-ish RB2 range. So that's kind of how I look at him.
And Cam Akers or Miles Sanders?
Who'd you say?
Cam Akers or Miles Sanders?
I'd say Killer Cam.
Miles.
Yeah, I'm taking Sanders.
I'm not fucking with Cam Akers, bro.
I'm
with Stevie
I might
on
be
that.
really wrong
J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins or Miles Sanders?
Oh, J.K.
Miles Sanders. Oh, you're going J.K. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
going. Here's some of the guys that he's going around. His ADP,
I might take Miles Sanders there.
His ADP 67 right now. He's going below Swift, J.K., Javonte, Joe Mixon. Then he's going.
Wow, he's a value.
That's what I'm saying. He's a huge value.
And then he's going above Aaron Jones, Pacheco, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Cam, and Kamara.
Yeah, I'd take him over all day. Maybe Mixon, like to me, him and Mixon are very similar. I think I have them 16th and 17th in my rankings.
I mean, okay, there's a
Bogey,
couple
your
of
homie
players.
O-Dog is in the house.
What up, old dog?
He said, "What's
Oh,
for
that's
dinner?"
that's Cuzzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. I will say with Miles Sanders, he's over there with Frank Reich. Frank Reich did just have Jonathan Taylor. I'm not saying he's Jonathan Taylor, but I'm saying that they do want to feed one guy. And then, just this goes for any coach, right? When you have a rookie QB, you're gonna lean on that run game. I think I might, and with the Deuce Staley thing there, him being the running backs coach there.
Yeah.
I think I might be liking a little more on Miles Sanders moving forward because he is. I be forgetting about him in that mid rounds when I'm going receiver early like I do, and then or heavy QB early in super flex like we do, and then what I'm saying, like I think I need to start paying him a little more respect to Sanders there, bro, because I definitely have Sanders over some of those guys you've been listing off. Like I'll take him over JK for surely.
The thing that scares me with JK, and feel free to counter this, Stevie B, is just for me with JK, it's like he's yet to prove that he can handle a workload over a full season, and his receptions, like with Lamar having all these new weapons, I doubt he's going to be throwing to the back that much to where it's like, I think JK is in that RB2 range. He's not someone I'm targeting because I feel like he gets taken a little too high because I think people are like, oh, he's Baltimore's main back, but it's a different offense now. It's going to be more passing as opposed to that power run scheme under a Greg Roman.
I definitely see what you're saying there. They haven't really gave him a chance to carry that workload, which in the limited opportunities that he has had, he's delivered tremendously. He's obviously talented, and
very efficient runner.
Yeah, and they brought back Gus Edwards.
He's not a bitch,
but he took a pay cut to come back. So it kind of is like showing that they kind of want to give the reins to JK. And that could mean getting some passing opportunities as well. Now that's looking at the bright side, and your way looking at the other side. So you can look at it obviously both ways. So, there's definitely a possibility of both. But I think just especially with bringing back Gus Edwards, making him take a pay cut to come back, I think that was like a big sign. They didn't draft anybody. So, for me, I really like JK this year.
I got to say, I know Gus ain't a bitch. I fuck with the Gus bus. He ain't shit now, man.
Yeah. The funny thing is my rankings. Check this out, my current redraft rankings. RB 16 Miles Sanders, RB 17 Joe Mixon, RB 18 J.K. Dobbins.
And I think J.K.'s still going through the drama of wanting to get an extension signed and deal reworked and.
And I don't like the idea of him not being like if you're not in mini camp and you're not if you hold out during training camp.
Yeah, that's a new system. He's got to learn a new offense.
Yeah, and you're not conditioning like you should be coming off this ACL or being the full year removed because because I need that value there. At least with all the bullshit he's just gonna keep falling. But yeah, that's gonna make me take Sanders over him all day.
I think he knows that he's gonna be the work. Yeah, I think he knows that they're going to use him heavily this year as a workhorse, and so that's why maybe he's pushing for the contract. I mean, that's only kind of logical explanation, I guess, because he has, he has been hurt, but they haven't given him that chance.
He's like, I don't want to die out there without having a bag.
Maybe he's trying to cash in now, and he knows he's about to be used like that. I mean,
give him the bag, right?
And Kidda said Dylan's a throwaway. See, Kidda said Dylan's a throwaway piece for me in fantasy. He hasn't been
I'll give you a third rounder for him next year. What league you got him in?
I don't agree with that. I think Dylan, it seems like Kid is an Aaron Jones truther. I still think Dylan got a lot of potential. I'm holding my Dylan share.
I think they're both valuable.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I got one in one dynasty and one in the other, and I'm just holding them and just hoping that Green Bay's
I got a dynasty with both shit.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the Green Bay offense isn't a total shit show because I still think those guys have value where a lot of people are just writing them off. So I'm just holding them. I'm not selling them low. I'm going to hold them in hopes that the offense is still decent under LaFleur, because if things are clicking right with LaFleur, they're definitely going to run heavy. Just because it's a different quarterback, they're not going to completely change their philosophy. So I think they're both values right now.
Yeah, both those guys still catch passes out of the backfield too. So I think even
Yeah, 100%. Jones for sure in that regard. And Dillon, I was looking at the stats and I was going through all the NFC North skill players, to prepare for this. And I noticed the trend, down the stretch last year, A.J. Dillon was the goal line, the clear-cut goal line back. He was getting all the greasy tugs. Aaron Jones's tugs fell off a cliff last year. A.J. Dillon.
It's because A.J. Dillon is the Jewish jackhammer.
Right? Yeah. I mean, a quadzilla, bro. I mean, he's a big fucker. I mean, he's bigger than Aaron Jones. They're going to use him near the goal line. So, yeah. Yeah, I still think he's got value, and especially in the think of this, if one of them goes down, then the other becomes a surefire RB1.
It's like a Jet Li thing from the one, right? That's the 90s, right? Was that in the 90s? That was 2000s already, yeah.
Like I said, it was a little before my time.
I am the one.
Did we cover everything from the Packers already?
Yeah,
everything. Jordan Love, buffer pass. Jordan Love.
I mean, we did him out the gate. Pause. I passed on him.
Yeah, he's a pass for the guys he's going around.
I mean,
redraft. Yeah, I don't want Dynasty. I like him. I made a trade for him in Dynasty.
Yeah, I
like him in Dynasty. Yeah, exactly. I got him and Calvin Ridley in that deal, so I was glad about that because I still want to try to win in that league. I'm not in a total.
Hey, what receivers you got in that league?
I got Tariq the Freak. I got Ridley. I got Mike Evans. Lockett.
I'll give you ETN for Tyreek.
I don't know, man. I got a weak at receiver. At receiver, I'll pass. I'm gonna pass.
What if I was to throw? Okay, how about this? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
ETN and Christian Watson for Ridley and Tyreek.
Nah, I don't think that doesn't really move the needle because I'm still trying to win. I mean, if I was in a total rebuild, I'd be like, yeah, but it's like Calvin Ridley. I mean, I'm trying to win, and Calvin Ridley's like,
you know what? I'm gonna come correct for Tyreek Hill.
All right, yeah, for sure. Shoot me an offer. I'm open for business.
I'll start. Okay, I got it. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Christian Watson and ETN for Tyreek Hill.
Andy, that's interesting.
I have to think about that. Love stack over there. What?
Right. Yeah, that'd be spicy. Yeah, because I'm trying to think right now. I got Eckler in that joint, and then Dillon, which I like Dillon, but as an RB2, I don't know. So it's like ETN would be a sure thing RB2, so I'd be downgrading from Hill, but I'd be getting Watson. I'm kind of nervous about Watson though because I feel like he was
throwing a Darnell Mooney. Throwing Darnell Mooney.
Man, that don't move. I got too many guys like that on that team. I got too many mid receivers.
I'll throw in KJ Osborne. Let's do it.
Oh, Ozzy's son. Oh yeah,
Ozzy's son, bro.
I kind of like Ozzy's son. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at that today. I feel like he could have a path, especially if Jordan Addison starts off slower than people are thinking. Everyone's just assuming he's gonna be the Thielen role, but I don't know. I mean, he might start off a little slow. I know Stevie B's the Vikings guy, but I don't know if Addison's gonna fit in quite as quickly. We'll work it out.
We'll work it out. Who do you like more out of ETN or Aaron Jones, Spencer?
Oh, definitely ETN.
Who do you like more
out of? I see what you're trying to do.
Who do you like more out of ETN?
Wait, what did you say?
I don't know. I didn't hear the other part.
Josh Jacobs.
We're having a Tyreek Hill auction.
This isn't the 14, is it?
Probably. I mean, honestly, in a dynasty, slightly ETN, but Jacobs, they're close. They're really close in my eyes.
I got ETN in the mix. What about not ETN, Jacobs.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Jacobs could move the needle. Jacobs is I like Jacobs. He's solid.
What about Jacobs and I'm super weak at wide receiver. So I'm looking at it's like Amari Cooper, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Man, you're trying to turn him away. I thought you were trying to make a trade with him.
I don't have any Packers wide receivers to line
I see you got Kelsey in that joint.
Just fucking down all the Packers.
Get him in the heart.
Yeah, that's the number one rule in the Hustler dynasties for me. Do not trade Kelsey away. So
I hear you. I think Keenan Allen's kind of interesting since I'm trying to win now.
Yeah, I did a mock with Gemma on Tuesday or Sunday. I don't know what day. But,
now and later.
I took Kelsey at 105. I was like, fuck it.
Hey, and single QB, that's solid.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Alex.
I ended up with Burrow and the Higgins stack.
I got Alex Singleton for you. I'm throwing him in.
I was like, man, I didn't really want Singleton. I'm glad I stood my ground on that because since they drafted Drew Sanders, I have a feeling Singleton's snap share is going to plummet.
So we were puffing on the Green Bay running backs. That's what I was feeling. But I don't know.
Puffing on Jones and Dillon. I think I am at their price. Yeah, they're both going low.
Sure.
They're priced accordingly.
Yeah, I'll puff.
AJ Dillon is the Jewish jackhammer.
Because so many people got burned by him last year, he's going to be a value this year.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll puff.
We were expecting a little more from them last year for some odd reason. I think it was like the Aaron Rodgers.
Philosophically, they're going to try to run the ball as much as possible, and it's going to start with my man, the Jewish jackhammer.
All right. Well, let's go to the Vegas odd favorites to win the division, which is crazy, but the Detroit Lions.
Never thought you'd see today, but here we are. Dan Campbell, bro.
Yeah, I would
kneecaps.
I would not take that bet.
I can't even. Just let me say it first because I feel ugly to just say it. Let me just say it first. I'm popping on the golf.
Yep. I am too. At his price, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely puffing on the golfer because guess what? I was looking at his stats today. He was so good in the second half. He didn't throw a single pick in the second half. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Like, it's like I was looking at it, I was like, wow. I was like, the golfer, he didn't have quite the volume that he did that one year with the Rams, but he had enough volume to where he snuck in a QB1 finish, and his efficiency was off the charts. I mean, shit, fucking. Let me pull it up here real quick.
He had a single interception after week 9.
He threw a pick. That's what I'm saying. And it is touchdowns to interceptions ratio in that span because he was still throwing 28. He would have been 28-0. Obviously, that's not sustainable, but just goes to show. I mean, for the second half of last year, he was at an Aaron Rodgers level of efficiency.
Don't do that.
He was. I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying for the second half of last year, he was
bad. I mean, I'm speaking on the legend of Aaron Rodgers, I guess.
Well, yeah. I will say this. Last year, Goffel was a lot better than Aaron Rodgers. Oh, definitely, yeah. And this year, honestly, because, I mean, the AFC East with all those tough defenses, I'd take Goffel over Aaron Rodgers in redraft. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not really fucking with it. I think it's good for reality. The Jets will obviously be much better with him than Zach Wilson for reality purposes, but for fantasy, I don't really like Rodgers. Rodgers to me is a QB2 to me. I don't see the hype with Rodgers. I don't see him being back to being a QB1.
Yeah, I tried to unload him in some dynasties where, if he's extra QB on my Superflex team or whatever.
Damn, Kid is passing on golf. But the thing is, though, Goff is just getting going. I mean, that Lions offense is legit. I think Goff, especially when Jameson Williams comes back, Goff's going to...
The problem that he doesn't have a lot of receiving weapons out there. I mean, it's.
Yeah, his weapons are a little tough. But Marvin Jones, I mean, he's an older receiver, but I think for the first 6 weeks,
Marvin Jones, Josh Reynolds,
Marvin Jones returning to the Detroit Lions.
I think that's the whole reason they signed him was because of the Jameson Williams thing, because they know Jameson's going to be going early on. They'll have the veteran Jones to hold down the fort. Then when Jameson comes back, they'll be like, all right, Marvin
Jones Jr.
Fall back, yeah. So... I mean, then Sam Laporta, I mean, he's looking good. He'll chip in. Jahmyr Gibbs has great receiving skills, so they've got weapons.
A lot of rookies, they've come in to pump up the offense again.
We're obviously. I mean, I guess we could wrap up the same round where we're all big puffing on some same ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
especially considering his ADP hadn't gotten that out of hand. I got him on Mock Draft Monday this week in the middle of the second round. I was like, shit, I'll take that.
Oh, he was I got him on the swing back. I went like Kelsey, Amon-Ra, Higgins, and then
Lamb or Amon-Ra. I mean, I'm taking Lamb.
Yeah, Lamb for sure.
No, you mean Sedarian?
Lamb's a top 5 receiver in both redraft
Is he going
and
by
dynasty.
Sedarian now?
No, that's his real name though. It's just
what CD Lamb's real name?
Sedarian DeLeon.
Oh,
a lot of guys that you'll be surprised their actual real name.
Sedarian DeLeon Lamb. Sedarian DeLeon Lamb. That's how we call him CB too. You know what I mean?
What's DK's real name?
He was born in Opelousas, Louisiana.
What's DK's real name? I don't know. Decaffeinated something. Metcalf.
It definitely is it.
DeKalin.
Yeah, Amon-Ra's real name. Y'all ready for this? Amon-Ra Julian Heru J. St. Brown.
Some of those were a little more real.
Julian Heru.
Yeah, it was his dad, right? Right, Bogey? His dad just
because his dad. Hold on, first of all, before we get to his dad, we gotta talk about his brother, Equinemius. Right? These are awesome names, bro, but you gotta check their dad out. John St. Brown.
John Brown. John Brown.
His name was John, I bet.
He was like, fuck naming my kids after me, bro. He's like, my name sucks. Hey, he went all out with St. Brown, though. Huh? He was like, St. Brown was the younger brother, too, right? Not St. Brown, Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra was younger, yeah.
Amon-Ra, Equinemius.
Yeah, because Equinemius, dude, he's kind of yoked, huh? Because the dad's like a I think the dad's like he's like a trainer for like bodybuilders.
Both of them are.
Yeah, I know fucking Amon-Ra's joke, but I'm talking about Equinemius, he's yoked up too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pops is jacked the fuck up.
I went bowling, kind of messed up my finger.
Hey, they wake up in the morning, bro, they eat like a pound of bacon each, bro, and like a dozen eggs each.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't get on that diet. Bulk up. Dozen eggs, bro. Hell yeah.
Okay, so the running backs. I know everyone's puffing on them to a certain point or another, but like the Gibbs thing, man, I think it's a little out of control.
I'm with you on that, Bogey. It's out of control. I'm puffing on Monty Burns at their current price.
I'm big puffing on the Monty pack, man.
It's like the Swift Jamal thing all over again. Yeah, you get Monty so much cheaper.
Yeah, I got him in the mock this week late, like 6 or 7. I don't know what round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's gonna get the goal line touches. I wouldn't shock me. Like, last year Jamal outdid Swift. Like Monty could outdo Gibbs because Gibbs is a rookie. He's got to learn the playbook. I know Monty's new to the team, but he's a seasoned vet. So it's like,
what if David Montgomery is crying and talking about Pokemon at the press conferences after games because he's just tearing it up at the goal line?
He might have to steal Jamal's recipes. Yeah, because Jamal, he's such a character. He's a perfect fit for New Orleans, bro. Jamal Williams, because down here everyone's their own character, so it's like he's like the perfect fit for the Saints. He's got the personality for sure. It'd be so funny to run into him down on Bourbon or some shit. Oh, it's Jamal. He'd probably be decked out in his Pokemon and shit.
Probably wearing one of those gesture hats and shit with the bells on it. I can already see him.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, he's awesome.
Doing cartwheels and shit with those weird shoes with the curly things on them.
Hell yeah.
Breathing fire and random ass stuff. His face painted or something. I could see him going all out.
Oh, he will. I can't wait. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm on the Gibbs train.
Yeah.
Even at the current ADP, I think he's usually going in like the third round. I think it's like in the third round of single QB joints.
43.
Who's going around him over there?
He's going right after. Let's see, right after Najee, Tony Pasta, Ramondre, Derrick Henry, and then right above Pierce.
No way in hell. I'll take him.
JK and Javante.
Well, he's going below
Pierce,
those
I think I'm
guys,
over Pierce, but
like the Tony
I'm taking the
Pastas
other
and
guys. Yeah, I'm taking
Yeah,
the other
he's going
guys.
below
after.
those guys.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's about right. You know, I'm not really puffing per se, but if he falls in my lap, he's going to have PPR value. So I'm not really at that price. I thought he would be higher than that. I thought he had leapfrogged the Rahamadors and stuff. But if he's still below them, then I can live with that. But I'm not really puffing on it because again, Monty Burns is going to get a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just feel like what was Swift last year? RB 21, and he missed what 3 games. Played what 50% of the snaps because he couldn't stay on the field. I just and they drafted this guy 12th overall. I just don't see how they don't use
believe in
him
that
more than Swift. And if Swift was able to still be RB21, I feel like that's kind of the floor. You know, and I know they still got Monty, which is fine, but I mean, Swift still did his thing. I mean, he still averaged like 13.5 points per game or something like that. Yeah, RB17 in fantasy points per game. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of upside for Gibbs. He doesn't have to carry the rock a bunch of times. He doesn't have to rush for 1,000 yards. Alvin Kamara wasn't rushing for 1,000 yards, you know, but he's doing a little bit of both, a little bit of everything on an explosive offense. And you saw kind of how they wanted to use Swift, and they couldn't really use him in that way because he just couldn't stay healthy. So if Gibbs can stay healthy, I really do like Gibbs.
Yeah,
he's got tremendous upside. And then if you look at just in the past 10 years, I mean, guys that are picked inside the top 12, and you can say maybe it was a reach in the NFL draft, but I mean, Todd Gurley, Zeke, CMC, Leonard Fournette, Saquon Barkley all finish top 10 running backs. Like,
I was gonna say, but those guys were like they're coming into situations where there's nobody else there. These guys, you know, they went out and they signed David Montgomery as well. And then we saw the way that they used running backs last year. That I feel like they're probably going to continue to do the same thing. It's the same coaching kind of staff and regime. And you want to talk about the way guys finish. I mean, David Montgomery finished as a RB 21 and standard 24 in PPR. He still did it with a Bears team that was worse than the league. So I don't know. I just feel like he's the better. I'd rather puff on the Monty Burns or burn the Monty pack and just pass on Gibbs for the current price. Personally,
I could agree with that at the prices definitely, because I think Monty still gets work. I just think that Gibbs doesn't have to get as much work as people think he needs to for him to be really fantasy relevant. Like
especially in full PPR leagues. I mean, he can. Yeah. They can
definitely
use him as another receiver that we were just talking about that they're lacking. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They mentioned a bunch of nobodies out there. So if he can come out there and be a pass catching running back, then the potential for him to finish inside, like you said, like a top 12 back, one of those guys that's drafted at that, to be drafted at that. But the thing is, he would have to come in and I guess kind of perform at that to hit his ceiling. So it's Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs or who? Let's play that game.
Did we play that game already?
Oh, I might have missed it because I was.
Husted went over to guys that are similarly priced.
It was brief.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I tend to just pass on Gibbs. I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay being wrong about him. The hype is always gonna trump people's regular logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
rational logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'll probably pass on him.
Yeah. Okay. Watch when the training camp comes around too, and they be like, they see him in a slot or something. They be like, oh shit.
Yeah, or especially, I mean, I think Montgomery's dealing with a slight injury right now. It's nothing serious, but you'll probably get more hype in the training camp because of that from Gibbs. So
yeah, I mean, because the one thing about Monty too is like, oh, here we go with the soft tissue injuries. You know what I mean? But you know what though, when that weather gets cold, as long as he's healthy, he's the guy, man.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. I like those preseason injuries.
Didn't they shut down Gibbs at OTAs because he got hurt and they said they?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, for real? I didn't even hear that shit. See, because he's off my radar at his price right now, so I'm not really.
We still got time, but I'm just saying, like, if the argument against Monty is he's hurt, I mean, Gibbs got hurt too.
Yeah, I'll take that argument against Monty though and throw it out there. I'd rather people don't hear about that Gibbs stuff and just keep his price driving high because I'm kind of passing over him.
I'm with you on that though. I'd rather probably pass and take Monty later on because you could get him really late.
Yeah, really late. Craziness. All right, who's the tight end? We talked about Laporta, right? We've been talking about him all show.
I think Laporta. I think if there's a case to be made for Laporta, first of all, I'm passing on. But if there's a case to be made, it's like that all the time that Jameson is missing. You know what I mean? Because like somebody's gonna get leaned on. You know what I mean? Like outside of St. Brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll puff on it, because it's like it's not his Price hadn't gotten that out of hand. Like I noticed like Kincaid goes over him in most redrafts and shit. I'd rather Laporta in redraft over Kincaid because
Kincaid's really impressing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like any little blurb on Kincaid.
He's
it's like,
really impressing at camp
because he's tied to Josh Allen, where it's like.
There. It's like none of the defenses are hitting.
Well, that's the same thing with Laporta. I mean, they leave with Buffalo. Yeah, they're pretty thin. But the thing that scares me though with Kincaid is that they still have Dawson Knox. Where with Detroit, they don't have any other receiving tight end threats. Brock Wright and James Mitchell did nothing after they traded Hawkinson. Where it's like Laporta's going to get all the tight end targets. Like
I remember Brock had a game. I think the game against Carolina last year. It was the Lions versus Carolina. I think Brock Wright had like 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, I think
that's it. That's all he is.
That was like the one thing. I was like, that was it.
I think the idea is for Kincaid to play in the slot, not necessarily inline tight end where they can use Knox. So I think that's like the thought process and what everybody thinks. But are they actually going to do that? Is that what they're coming out like and doing? Is just throwing him in the slot and he's, like the number 2 guy after Diggs, and you've got Gabe Davis on the other side who's the deep threat, and you've got Kincaid working the middle of the field and Diggs doing, a little bit of
I thought you were going to say they got Gabe Davis, the legend.
They got Gabe Davis running fucking 9 routes.
Yeah, Gabe Davis just a deep threat. Yeah, that's
the
what
legend.
I know him and AJ Dillon last year. Oh my god,
the angel of death.
It was tough, but he's a rookie
Archangel
tight end.
Gabriel.
I mean, they don't typically produce.
Angel of death, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, if his ADP gets out of hand for both of those guys, if their ADP gets out of hand, I'm passing. But as of now, it's not that crazy. So I mean, I'll puff. I'd rather puff on that than like fucking who else goes in that range? Like a guy like someone that's I'd rather that than like Tyler Higbee or some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm not mad at Higbee actually.
I think Higbee
I'm sorry.
late.
I'm not mad.
Higbee late.
I didn't realize you said Higbee. I'm fucking with Higbee actually.
Or like, I'm trying to think who else.
Yeah,
like fucking Noah Fant. Like fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck Noah Fant.
Yeah.
big pass. That's bad. That's that bammer.
Yeah, especially now they got a Jackson Smith and Jig, but yeah, Noah Fant. Bye bye.
That's the Reggie.
Yeah, for real, yeah. Because I'm trying to think who else is in that range. That's one I'm gonna pass on. I mean, there's a lot of intriguing tight ends, honestly. But Gerald Everett, that's one I'm passing on because they got Quentin Johnson.
You know what's crazy? I can make a case for him. The strongest case is that like there's gonna be too many other options, right? But that system that they're about to run, you know what I'm saying? It Dalton Schultz flourished in there. For fantasy purposes, like especially for tight end leagues that you have to start a tight end like
Houston Texans legend Dalton Schultz.
Yeah. Yeah. You're damn right.
They haven't had a tight end with a name since Owen Daniels, man.
I mean, shit.
Or since JJ
Owen
Watt.
Daniels was nice back in the day.
JJ Watt played tight end.
Hey, you know who was there, right? When it was Owen Daniels, it was fucking what's his name? It was
Matt Shaw, right?
It was Gary Kubiak.
Shaw.
Yeah.
Gary Kubiak, a product of fucking of Mike Shanahan. You know what I mean? They even had Kyle Shanahan there for a sec too, under Kubiak. You know what I mean? When they had Owen Daniels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember those days, brother. The days Jason Witten, Antonio Gates, Owen Daniels, Tony Gonzalez. Oh man, that's a big.
That's when tight ends were actually bomb, dude.
Vernon Davis.
Yeah, Vernon Davis. Yeah, Jeremy Shockey.
Oh shit, Jeremy Shockey, bro.
Shockey.
Yeah. Now he was hard, at the same before Jimmy Graham.
Jermichael Finley
Jermichael Finley.
Green. He had like 1 year.
Yeah, he was overrated because everyone's like, oh, he's tied to Rodgers, but Rodgers has never been a fan of the tight end.
No, he had Jimmy Graham. Yeah,
obviously Jimmy Graham.
Yeah,
the Saints, Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham cracker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings, who were 13-4 somehow last year.
Yeah.
That ain't happening again.
I mean, listen.
I know, they got so
Let
lucky.
a special guest pop this one off. Our special guest got all the Minnesota rolled up.
Stevie, why do you guys hate Kirk Cousins?
I love Corky Kirk.
I don't know why they hate Kirk Cousins. I mean,
why do the Vikings hate Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I'm just saying I love him.
There's not a better quarterback out there to go get. We might as well pay him. I mean, he gets us close enough. I mean, the defense has got to be better. We got to fucking. He's not going to take us over the top.
He's not like a Niner right now.
He's our fucking Jimmy G. Like, that's what it is. We need Trey Lance. I mean,
at least he's better for fantasy than Jimmy G. Jimmy G
he is way better than Jimmy G.
Corky Kirk to my Niners, bro. Just make it all right.
He could throw the rock. 4,500, 5 thou wow, 30 plus TDs. I mean, we just need we need defense. I mean, right now we got to put up 35 plus a game just to have a chance. So. Yeah, for fantasy, it's awesome.
For real, though.
Yeah, Crispy said, "You like that?"
Yeah, hold on here. Let me hijack this everybody's screen real quick. There, that's who he is.
Yes.
Close enough.
Yeah.
The Black Kirk Cousins.
Oh man, look at that. That's some good. Even has
the white Dak Prescott.
All right, how do I stop
sharing? You've never seen him in the same room.
Oh man. All right.
And we gotta pay him a lot of money. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, is he not taking us over the top? Should we pay him the money? I don't know.
In 2 QB leagues, I'm always looking for Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah,
I love Corky Kirk in 2 QB leagues.
Yeah, Corky Kirk and Derek Carr, bro.
Right? That means your receivers or whatever you went in early on is some bad motherfuckers, though.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, you got some badass motherfuckers there.
Hilarious. They got to give him some more respect, though.
Yeah, considering how late he goes.
The Corky Kirk, even if I'm even in a single QB league, how about this? I'm in one single QB league, dynasty league, right? This is the only one I'm in. And shout out to the Heart to Star gang. It's their single QB dynasty. I picked up an orphan team like 2 years ago. I took it to the Super Bowl last year. But like Corky Kirk is my QB, and then I have Lance and Fields. But it's like I'm trying to flip Fields right now, and it's like no one wants to give me like a Cooper Kupp straight up, or like it's not like super flex where you can start demanding things. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I'm better off because I can rock with Corky Kirk on a week to week basis. You know what I mean?
I'm in a 1 QB dynasty like that. It's the only one I'm in, and I'm in the same boat with Aaron Rodgers. It's like I can't get rid of him. Like nobody wants to take him right now.
It's like I might as well use him.
Might as well play him when I can. Yeah, I have him and Tannehill. I can't get rid of either one of them.
No one wants him, man.
Yeah, but I turned Tua into Josh Allen somehow. I forgot what I threw in. I threw in some other stuff, but
there's many reasons why I rock with you. That's one of them. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We take the tuna fish and we're like, we don't want tuna. You know what I'm saying? Give me the stallion.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw a kid had brought up earlier about how the stallion might take a step back, and I could maybe see that happening. I'm a little worried about the Bills.
I mean, you know why? What if their defense comes back to like what we're known? Because they all were hurt last year. Every level had injuries. Von Miller was hurt up front, and Greg Rousseau couldn't do it all by himself up there. You know what I mean? As far as pass rush, then you had their linebackers were banged up most of the year. You know what I'm saying? They had to bring in like AJ Klein at one point. They're like, bring him back. You know what I mean? Like, their secondary was all the way beat up. They lost Micah Hyde earlier. Poyer. What's his name?
Jordan Poyer.
He got hurt at one point.
Yeah, that's why DeMar Hamlin was having to play a lot of snaps prior to the devastating injury. Because, had become like I had picked DeMar Hamlin up in an IDP league, one of the Hustler leagues, I remember.
I got DeMar Hamlin in a bunch of the Hustler leagues, and I can't cut him just based on fucking I've been cutting like fringe bitch players and keep over him. You know what I mean? Like just keeping Hamlin
it's good karma. It's good karma. I'm keeping the comeback
players.
Right. Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, they still claim he's going to play. He might actually be an IDP piece with freaking Poyer and Hyde getting up in age.
He's like almost like a mascot for your
I don't know,
roster.
but they brought in Taylor Rapp, man. That's where it trumps it all. You know what I mean? They bring in Taylor Rapp. He's the guy. Like, if he's gonna be the third guy, it's gonna be tough to beat.
Well, yeah, because you can't. I mean, you don't know how DeMar Hamlin's gonna respond. Like, I mean, that's the neuro like the oh, his whole body was affected by that. So it's like we don't know, but yeah, it could be worth a shot. The thing that scares me, with the Bills is that, like, I mean, well, one, the Diggs thing, that's not a good sign. That we're almost into July and Diggs is still disgruntled, and they didn't really add anything of significance at receiver. I'm just.
Kincaid, bro, we just talked about it. He's gonna play.
No, but he's a tight end, but he's a rookie though. They didn't I mean, if they bring in D Hop, I'll change my tune. But unless they bring in D Hop or someone big like that, I feel like they don't have enough weaponry, and I just feel like the morale there is not too good. They lost Leslie Frazier, their longtime DC. He stepped down.
They lost Devin.
It's like I feel like that's a big thing, kind of. I have a little bit of lack of leadership. I'm fading the Bills, honestly. Like,
whoa,
I mean, the Jets.
Hold on. This is. Hey, hold on. Drop the mic. Hold on. Wait. I mean, not drop the mic. Say it again. You faded the Bills.
I'm fading the Bills. Quote me on this.
But I wouldn't necessarily take Josh Allen until his.
This is an early take, but as of now, with my predictions for the AFCs, I've got the Bills finishing third.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Jets.
Not that
I've got the Dolphins winning the shit, followed by the Jets. And the Bills, I don't even know if they'll get a wild card. I don't like the vibe there right now. The Bills, they are trending down, man. Josh Allen, I feel like that playoff loss was one of those things that I think he'll eventually overcome it, but I think that's going to carry over into this season. That was an ugly loss. Ugly. Okay. I mean, he didn't even show up. I mean, he got his ass handed to him at home. With the DeMar Hamlin shit, everyone was like, yeah, go Bills, DeMar Hamlin's here. And they didn't even show up. They got their ass pummeled.
And they said he was a clone.
Right, yeah, all the conspiracy theorists came out. But
he was going to break up with his chick at the time, I bet. That's when all that stuff, right before all that stuff happened.
oh, yeah, so the ex-girlfriend thing with Josh Allen. Yeah, he had an ugly breakup, I think, right during that time. And it's like, yeah, and it's just, I mean.
Hold on. Isn't he with like a bad one now? She's like
she's like a stinker, right? He picked up a new girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he'll be fine in that regard, believe me. He will not struggle finding a girlfriend.
He's the stallion.
No matter, he could be shit on the field. He's got that guaranteed money shit. He'll get all the women he wants. That will not be a problem for him. But when you have Aaron Rodgers in your division now and tuna fish with Mike McDaniels, like that could be a problem. And Belichick is still going to be a pain in the ass. Like the Patriots will probably finish last, but they'll still probably win 7 or 8 games just because of their toughness.
Vic Fangio makes a difference for the Dolphins defense.
Definitely. That's why I have them winning the division, because I feel like Mike McDaniel and Vic Fangio, that's one of the best play call or DC combos in the whole NFL.
You know how mad Aaron Rodgers is that he has to play. I don't think he's beat. Not in the postseason. He's never beat a Vic Fangio defense in the postseason. I'll say that.
Right, and that's how I got the Dolphins winning it, because I think the Jets, their defense is also legit with Salah, where I still think the Jets win around 10 games, but I think a lot of that is going to be because of the defense and the fact that Rodgers, unlike Zach Wilson and Great White Hope, he isn't going to screw it up. I mean, as long as the defense does their part, he'll do his part, but it's not going to be very flashy for fantasy.
Okay, look at this.
Real quick. I got to go handle some shit. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Hus.
Yes, Hus. Yeah, we're on the last team anyway.
Yeah. We'll close up after this team. Okay. Jefferson, obviously we're all puffing on him.
Yeah, he's the 101.
Here's the question for me, right? Yeah, for single QBs, he's definitely in the one-on-one conversation for me. But here's my thing: in a super flex, right? Say go, it's a hustler, QB premium type shit that we be rocking, and it's redraft, right? It goes all QBs, right? The first 6 picks, and we'll just say, no particular order: Mahomes, Allen,
Burrow,
Burrow,
Lamar,
Hurts, right?
Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert, right? Okay, boom.
My Fields.
Right? Now, you taking Jefferson or are you taking Fields? Or you taking
Shit. Or T-Law. This is Dynasty? This is Dynasty?
No. This is a super flex. This is a QB premium.
Redraft. I'll take Jefferson over them. I'm saying in Dynasty, I'll take them, but in the redraft,
I'll probably draw the
take
line
Jefferson.
at 106. If Jefferson's there, I'll probably smash. I'll puff.
Yeah. The only ones I take over him would be Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Hurts, and Burrow, and maybe Herbert. Jefferson and Herbert.
Okay, Herbert's there. Herbert's on the board. Herbert, Jefferson.
I probably Herbert, man. I think Herbert's gonna ball the fuck out.
Yeah, me too. I like the upside this year for the Chargers.
Taking Herbert.
Yeah, I am too. I think Herbert's gonna come back with a vengeance this year.
I'm smoking on a Herbert pack.
Yeah, because it's a onesie position when it's close like that. That's my tiebreaker there.
Yeah, because it's like the Chargers, bro. I mean, the AFC is hella competitive, but I know a lot of people are pissed off with the Chargers, because they always find a way to, as we say, charger it up. But I think they'll still be good. Like they still got good pieces on defense. Like to me, in that division, like the Sean Payton Broncos, that's going to be a process. I don't see them winning more than like 8 or 9 because I definitely don't trust Russ. And then the Raiders, I think are going to be an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. But don't trust Russ. Don't trust Russ. Don't trust Russ. Right?
I love that shit. That is hilarious.
Peyton's gonna offer the Saints the Broncos next 5 years worth of first round picks to get Taysom Hill, and Mickey Loomis will be like, "Yes, sir, come to Papa. We'll take it."
Okay, so then other receivers, KJ Osborne. I don't even know where he's going, so I guess you could probably take a dart throw with him at the.
Yeah, I like Ozzy's son. I'll tell you this, I'm puffing on Ozzy's son late, KJ, because I think KJ, especially to start, is gonna have some big games, bro. Jordan Addison, he's gonna be young, he's kind of raw, and then Hawkinson is one that I'll just say it now. I'm passing on Hawkinson.
Take a shot at Addison or on Osborne. I don't know what their difference is.
That's the thing, though. The ADP, Addison ADP is way higher than Osborne. Osborne you can get basically for free in a 16-round, 12-team single QB.
I'll do the last round flyer on.
Hawkinson kind of kills Osborne for me, like all the way. Like I can't fuck with Osborne like that. I love Ozzy Osbourne's son, but it's just that
you get him for free though. I mean, he's basically he's a no strings attached flyer. Where with Hawkinson, you're having to invest significant draft capital into that, to where I don't really feel comfortable doing.
I think I'm passing on Hawkinson as I was in on him early or late, after the move last year. I guess.
Yeah, same.
Where I could acquire him, or like places where I had him, and then he got traded, and I was like, oh, badass, But I don't think I'm going to be pulling the trigger on any redraft stuff for Hawkinson. I think his ADP will probably climb as we get into redraft season.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think I'm gonna be fucking with it. It's like if I don't get Kelsey, I'm probably not gonna take a tight end until late. Basically, if I get Kelsey in the first, cool. If I don't get Kelsey, maybe Andrews in the third. Definitely not Hawk or Kittle in the third. Y'all can have that.
But that's nothing. I mean,
the 3-4 turn. I think
I'll take Hawkinson over Andrews for sure.
Really?
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Hawkinson is about to have a thou wow, I think.
I don't know, man.
He could. It's just with Addison and KJ. I don't know.
I think Hawkinson
had what 900 last year.
After he got traded,
number 2.
He had.
The thing is, I projected. I looked it up just now, like today when I was doing my research on the game, his game log, and on Pro Football Reference, you can select individual game stretches, and I selected the stretch in which he was a Viking. And actually, he was on pace he would have had more receptions. He was based on 102 on receptions, but only 882 yards and 5
Give me 100 receptions. I'll take it.
He'll have 100. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have 100 receptions because a lot of that was because Thielen was not really getting it done.
I'll have y'all know. Y'all didn't know this right there. I actually have me some Hawkinson right here.
Me too.
Hawkinson.
That's how you choke on that weed, huh?
Yeah.
The tutties. The tutties, though. The tutties.
Yeah, he had 6 touchdowns.
Hey, Jordan Reed was one of Corky Kirk's favorites when he was threatening 5 thou wow those years.
Oh yeah,
You know
Jordan Reed, bro. If only he could have
And-
stayed healthy. He was a top
Exactly.
5 tight end when he was
Yeah, he
healthy.
was.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And this is, and ironically, actually, no irony. It's the same. He was part of that staff that was there initially. You know what I mean? Kevin O'Connell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's kind of building and he's kind of building like the Rams type of offense with the idea when they had they were gonna go Cup with Woods and OBJ. Like this is that idea, but better. Like this, like on crack. You know what I mean? On that good dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
On that fucking.
Yeah, I like what Jamie's saying here. Hawkinson is a value in the 4th, but I'm not reaching for him in the 3rd. Like most, I'll wait for Ingram or Njoku multiple rounds later. Yeah, I feel you on Njoku. I feel you on Njoku because it's like Ingram. I'm passing on Ingram. I think he comes back.
You know who I'm gonna have a lot. This is gonna sound ugly. Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna have a lot of Waller this year because he just goes dummy late and like he's probably gonna lead them in targets as far as like receiving options. It's probably gonna be him and Saquon that get like all the targets, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Waller. Part of me wants to buy.
On me.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I just.
Here comes my man Daniel Bellinger.
In redraft, I don't mind it.
Bill Bellinger. Bill Bellinger. Yeah.
Bill Bellamy's son.
Yeah.
Bill Bellamy. Be a player.
I saw Kida say,
yeah, Pitts falling late. Yeah, that's true. Pitts fell. I did a mock draft Monday this week. Pitts fell to the 8th round. Bro. Pitts is plummeting.
I mean, he is hurt though. That's what it is right now. You know what I mean? When they start seeing him, if he's at training camp and he's running around, even if he's doing solo drills, motherfuckers like Kyle Pitts over.
I don't care because it's Ritter or whoever over there, and just that offense is crap and just doesn't work. Sorry.
Hey, listen, bro. That offense, if you really go look at it, they were really fucking good. How the fuck did they rack up all those wins with fucking Mariota and then Ritter? Like this is a good offense, and now they got better. They got better because the running back is gonna open up.
Oh yeah, Bijan. Yeah, they got Bijan.
You know what I mean, like that running back's gonna go open up everything for all the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And Arthur Smith, like I was making the argument the other day, last week, like when it comes to like someone like Tannehill, Tannehill was great for stretches when he was with Arthur Smith. And
that's what I'm saying. I feel like Atlanta,
AJ Brown, and I'm just saying there's some similarities.
Yeah. I feel that. As much as I hate to admit it, I think the Falcons could be a thorn in the Saints' side because I mean they've been heavily investing in their offense.
Where's PV at? PV away for like I told you.
Fucking, I mean they got Pitts, London, Bijan. I mean they're getting some big time playmakers there, and they're
don't care
solid.
Because the quarterback can't throw a catchable pass over there, so none of that.
I hope you're right, Peacock.
Mariota couldn't. Right. Mariota couldn't, but Ritter might be able to. Just be good enough. He's just got to be good enough.
Mariota really sucks.
Mark Sanchez wasn't that good, but that's
harder than
the AFC champion.
Harder than it looks, man. It's harder than it looks.
Hey, look at like if there was like a bitch rankings, right? Mariota's like a bitch 3, bro. Like fuck him.
Tier 3 bitch.
They were down by like 30, and he had 13 passing attempts. They didn't even want to pass with him.
But they were designing such great plays to move down the field.
They're going to run the ball heavy again next year too.
Well, this is why I like Drake London is because with Ritter they're actually going to throw more, and like Drake London in the 4-game stretch with Ritter was like a solid WR2.
The way they're going to run the ball, you know how much solo there's going to be more often than not. He's going to get solo on the outside, bro. They're going to try to make the mistake, and then like, okay, he's going to play the Saints twice. But you're going to put Lattimore on London. Lattimore's going to get 8, bro.
Oh yeah, Lattimore's lost a step. I'll be real. Lattimore ain't what he used to be.
He's going to play up against Carlton Davis twice. He's going to eat him, bro.
Yeah, I tell you this, the one that won't mess with Lattimore, I think for his whole career.
JC Horn might fuck with him.
Mike Evans, bro. Mike Evans. Lattimore is his daddy. Like Mike Evans ain't got shit on Lattimore. Mike Evans will always be Lattimore's bitch.
You got London, you got Pitts, you got Bijan. I mean, bro, a quarterback there that's like who's stopping Pitts and London off the play action.
Well, they need a quarterback,
bro, off the play action.
And I like the concentrated target market share that I can safely assume these two guys are gonna get. It's like you're splitting.
Yeah.
Like, if they throw it 25 times, I'm sure you know what I'm saying, only like 6 or 7 of those targets aren't going to those two guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at the target market share. And granted, this was without Pitts because Pitts was on IR. But look at this target market share on a per 17 game basis. The last 4 weeks of the season with Ritter. Drake London, 153 targets, 106 receptions, 14-15 receiving yards.
Did a post about that actually.
That's that's some serious production. No touchdowns though, but I mean that'll happen. I mean Drake London's a huge physical
Playmakers
specimen.
think alike. I like that. The playmakers.
Yeah, I like Drake London as a prospect, or one of those.
I mean,
I hate Drake's music for the record.
Even with Pitts, they both had a 30% target share. So even when both of them did play together, they both still commanded a ton of targets.
Yeah, because it's basically all the targets going to be a thing. All the targets are going to funnel through London, Pitts, and Bijan. Mac Hollins, fuck that. Anything else there, Scotty Miller, whatever bullshit. Jonnu, none of that shit's going to matter.
Mac Hollins is a big slot. That's all he is.
He ain't gonna do shit because they've got enough other shit. They don't throw enough to have a fourth option. Their 3 options are gonna be London, Pitts, Bijan. That's it. That's all they got.
There's never really in that Arthur Smith offense. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's literally the wide receiver 1 and then the tight end. Those are the only, and then those.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then the running back under Arthur Smith, it was Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, and a little bit of Jonnu. That's all it was.
What about earlier with wasn't Delaney Walker like a top 5?
Delaney Walker. Yeah, Delaney Walker was a dog, but I think that was before Arthur Smith. Yeah, it was before Arthur Smith. Yeah.
Was he still there?
That was actually it actually makes sense because if you go back to Delaney Walker,
that was LaFleur's deal.
That was Mariota was there though.
No, this is right before LaFleur, right? But right before LaFleur, it was Ken Wisenhunt. It was the OC, and what I'm saying, we seen him have like guys like. Fucking he was with the Chargers. They had what's his name? Help me out here, Antonio Gates. So it's like the tight end was and Delaney Walker actually he has such a resurgence in his career. When he retired, he didn't retire as a Niner, he retired as a Titan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With the Niners, he was like the backup to Vernon Davis.
And we ran a ton of 12 personnel because it was Greg Roman. You know what I'm saying? But even before it was Greg Roman, you know what I mean? Delaney Walker was he wouldn't even get on the field like that before.
He was like a blocker.
Yeah, it took Greg Roman because you're gonna run like 2 and 3 tight end sets. You know what I mean?
So Arthur Smith was the assistant tight ends coach back when Delaney Walker was there,
shit,
and the tight ends coach.
Oh
so
shit,
those
son! Oh shit, son! He was there before LaFleur even.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
That's hard.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I was trying to see if it had any relevance.
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, assistant tight ends coach. Holy shit.
Assistant to the assistant manager.
Bro,
and then he became tight ends. Yeah, he's a tight ends coach. Holy fuck.
He became the tight ends coach. And now you've got Kyle Pitts, who's who should be.
We're all still hoping he'll be something.
Yeah, because then in 2019 he got promoted
He's got time.
to OC. And then in 2021, he became the Falcons head coach.
And that's why he brought in Jonnu Smith, because Jonnu Smith was supposed to be that breakout behind fucking Delaney Walker, that was drafted by that regime. So it makes sense, you know what I mean? Because he brought him in the Falcons to be their Anthony Ferkser. You know what I mean? The new Anthony Ferkser.
Yeah, no, Kyle Pitts, if healthy, he'll be a top 5 tight end. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, tight end's so ugly. Fuck yeah, he'll be one. I mean, shit. Like, he already had a Thou Wow his rookie year. He's only like one of like 3 that's done that. 4? How many tight ends have done that as rookie?
Very few.
Did Kittle do it?
I don't think. Kelsey didn't do anything as a rookie. What? Gronk, maybe?
I know Evan Ingram did it, but that was
Gronk is a rookie. No, even Gronk as a rookie didn't. It was second year was Gronk's big breakout. Jeez, Gronk's second year.
Evan Ingram, right? Am I crazy? Did Evan Ingram get a Thou Wow his rookie year?
I don't think he's ever got a Thou Wow. I'll double check.
Big rookie year, but I don't know if it was 1,000 yards.
No, 722. It was a career high, but no, not 1,000.
Only 2 guys have.
That's what I'm saying. It's rare. It's very rare.
Yeah, so
Tony Gonzalez.
Kyle
Pitts is one, and the other guy, no, it was like 30 years ago. The other one that had over 1,000 yards in his rookie season, it was like 30 years ago.
What is that?
Shannon Sharp?
Otis.
Who was the coach of the Bears?
No, not Shannon Sharp.
What was the coach of the Bears?
Nobody gets a Thad
Ditka?
Wow.
Not
Mike
Ditka.
Ditka.
No,
Mike
no,
Ditka as
Ditka.
a
That was
player.
way long ago.
Did Mike Ditka as a player get a Thad Wow?
No, he played way back there. What was Kellen Winslow?
Oh, they had a bunch of touchdowns.
No, not Kellen Winslow.
Oh, Mike Ditka had a bunch of touchdowns.
Mike Ditka, 1961.
It was Mike
I
Ditka.
told y'all.
2 tight ends
That's
ever.
a lot longer
only
than
had
30
over a
years.
Thad Wow.
That's like 50 years. Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
50. So that's even more. They are the only 2 guys.
Yeah,
who
Mike
had over a
Ditka.
Thad
Yeah.
Wow.
Thad Wow's a
As
rookie.
Yeah, I know Ditka was like,
Bogey got it. Ding for Bogey.
I don't know if it was touchdowns or yards, but he was like a
So
baller.
you mean to tell me?
Only had 1 tutty, and people say that he's a bust.
What's that one tight end? I'm almost hold on. Let me. He didn't have his tight end on American soil though. Let's be clear. All right. That one touchdown that he had was in London.
That's crazy. Kyle Pitts is 6'6". This huge motherfucker. He's only got 3 touchdowns in his career through 2 years. That's bound to change. He's gonna catch at least 6.
Positive regression.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Kyle Pitts, yo. Kyle Pitts, get him at the bargain because everyone's mad at him. He's like the ex-girlfriend and everyone hates or whatever. So it's like, you know what? You just gotta.
I did that last year ago, and then like he didn't work out at all. He tanked my whole season. Like you take a chance on one tight end like that somewhere in the mid range, and he just screws up your whole deal. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have to get him late. You have to get him late for it not to matter.
I'm gonna take us back on the track real quick. Alexander fucking Madison, goddammit.
I was gonna say let's talk about the last guy that we need to talk about.
I think
I just don't want him to go too high.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. He's going too high. It's just now that Cook. Before Cook got released, he was a bargain, but now that Cook's released, it's like that's tough. That's really tough, honestly. I think as of now, I'd give a slight lean to, I guess, Madison, but that's really close.
I'm gonna lean on Pierce just because I feel like the rookie aspect of it and in the system that they're about to run, being a wannabe Niners system, but also leaning on because of the rookie, leaning on the run game. I'm giving it to Pierce, but I'm just asking because I think like Madison could compensate and getting dump offs because like. Cuzzo is a statue in the pocket and he'll take a hit, but before that hit, bro, he's dumping it off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think
the Deuce. Deuce Madison, apparently that's his name.
Yeah, he's number 2, yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, duh, it was that simple. I was like, does he like he loves taking a dump.
That's one of my fantasy teams.
I got him on one-time dynasty team, but like
I got Tank Bigsby and Tank Dell, and then I have Deuce Vaughn. So the team name is Tank and the Deuce, and it's Zeke Elliott on the toilet is the picture.
Nice.
I have Zeke on that team.
He trade for Lamar Jackson.
Is he on my roster already? Let me double check. I don't think
the ball out this year, bro. You got to hope he don't have to take a shit in the middle of the game.
Or make another one. It's Zeke, right? He's looking in the medicine cabinet, and there's like some shit for like IBS, and it has Lamar on the bottle. Like,
that would be funny.
Oh man, I'm trying to see if I can like enlarge the picture, but I can't. It's just a little logo, but it's like, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, Peacock. Okay,
Tony Romo and Amari Cooper on the wall in the bathroom behind.
While we're here, we're gonna announce it right now. We're hitting them with the long-awaited "Give Me Money" shirts.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I have. Well, there's a sample on the website. Hold on.
Yeah, and because I also want I want plain James too though. It just says "Give me money."
Oh, right? For sure. We'll do several versions here. Hold on.
We need all the versions. The whole "Give Me Money" line is coming.
Okay, hold on. Here's the website.
The people want it, and
got
we're
a summer show going on right now, guys. I didn't even realize it. Ends on the 30th, so a couple days. Anyway, let's see. Give me money.
I gotta buy some joints. What's today?
This one was a prototype, but I have one with like stuff coming out of the guns, and then it's splashing 420 on it, like in blood. And it's this 420 crew, but that's like a pulp fantasy one.
Yeah, I like that. That's hard.
Hold on,
we're doing that.
Oh, there's this one, the Nug Life Combo Meal 420. You can get some Hustler Nuggets. See that right there? Hustler Nugget.
Wait, where's it at?
Hustler Nugget for the 420 crew logo.
Hey, you gotta get one with Ronald McDonald and Hella High, bro.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we can do that like an alternate logo for this shirt. And then
that's
back real quick, and that's
we got 4 Nugget ones. And
here
then you can even have one with the Jack in the Box dude, Hella High with the Hustler Nuggets.
And
Yes.
There's the Real Fantasy Playmakers logo with a cash coming at you.
Oh, okay, even better. All the dudes, it's the Burger King dude, high as fuck. It's fucking Ronald McDonald, high as fuck, and the Jack in the Box dude, and they're all like having boxes, eating the boxes.
Yeah, and the Colonel, the KFC Colonel, throw him in there too.
Yeah.
Throw in the Colonel.
He's smoking a pipe, the Colonel.
Oh yeah,
I had done one with Sean McVay where he was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Sausage McVay, yeah, Sausage McVay, yeah.
I like that. There's this one here. There's Fuzzy Nuts for the Squirrel Master folks. Anybody who's he's just chilling out in the pocket of this orange T-shirt right here.
Fuzzy Nuts.
That's hard, man. That's really hard, man.
We were doing that half-baked thing that other day with Nelson, and I was like, let me mess around on here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else fantasy related.
Okay, I need that one. Okay.
Nelson got the Joe Burr. There's a Monroe St. Brown, since we were talking about the Sun God.
I got to order some joints before the sale for real, because I need that squirrel one.
Yeah, I usually have a sale that runs about a week for every 2 weeks. So at least once a month, there's something going on. If you miss this one, but this one's till the end of the week, I think. But yeah, definitely. Let's see. I think that covers all. I got Christian McCaffrey right here. This one's dope. I love this one. CMC, man, the unstoppable CMC.
Hell yeah.
Niner gang. He's getting suited up. And this was right on their like run up to in the playoffs last year when I did this design.
Sick. Yeah, and the DMT MVP.
Oh yeah. You know what?
You make a Jets version.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely make a Jets version of this one.
All you gotta do is make all green and shit.
Yeah, that'll be pretty easy.
You notice Aaron Rodgers only plays for teams with green.
Yeah.
He only plays for green teams.
And he's always doing like the weeds.
He'll be sending dick pics sooner than later.
Oh yeah, following the whole gunslinger's footsteps. Woo!
I forgot I had a Russell Wilson t-shirt up in here. There you go.
Yeah, the Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
The next one, do the don't trust Russ. Don't trust Russ.
Yeah, that's a great one. Don't
have
trust.
Like Sean Payton like shoving him out the building. Like, don't trust Russ.
There's a Spencer Guru merch.
Guru Nation. Yeah, I just ordered a couple of them joints. Yeah, I got them right here. I just had them. Yeah, let me show them to the people. Yeah, check this shit out.
Let me do a stop share.
Guru Nation.
Nice. Hell yeah, it was solid. That's what's up, front and back.
Nice.
Man, those remind me of like our old high school shirts.
We gotta get some Dynasty like
those were our colors, black and gold in high school.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I had to rep the NOLA colors, man.
That's right.
And I got the white version too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the white version. For some reason, they made the gold like a different shade.
Really?
But it still goes.
Might be the way that it's pressed on or ironed.
Yeah, it's like a different. It's like kind of. You don't really notice it on the camera, but it's a little more yellowy.
Listen, Peacock, as your silent partner, right?
It still goes hard.
Heads are gonna roll at that factory down there in Texas.
Actually, I think they're shipping out of Florida is where they produce my stuff, but
well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. It's Peacock. Do y'all have the thing where it's like if you buy in bulk, do you get a discount?
Yeah, actually, I have a machine where I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm going to start producing things out of my home within the next couple of months. So,
fuck yeah! Let me know. I was talking with my roommates, and they said they'd cop different people around NOLA. Like I was gonna mass order like 50 of them joints.
Oh, okay, yeah. Once I get all that in line, I'll let you know. That way, I can just send them out to you, and I'll do it that way.
Let's go. Let's fucking
press a whole bunch of them and send them out for sure.
Yeah.
Especially since we got all the designs going right now. And Bogard, I don't know if you saw your messages earlier. I sent you a couple of concepts for the design for the Cheers joint.
Okay, I gotta peep it because I haven't funneled through any of my texts today yet. So okay, cool.
Okay, man. Yeah.
At least not nothing on the top. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I think if I said like 19 unread, I was like, okay, we'll take that out later.
Actually, I was gonna see if I have.
Yeah, you got it on you right now. To see
I'm gonna check if I have it.
Because if it's good to go, we're gonna put it up on the Hustler 421 immediately. You know what I mean? On the 420 playlist. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I figure like the ones that I'm having the troubles clearing the samples, I'm like, fucking, I'm just gonna put them on the fucking YouTube where they're gonna Cause see, I use DistroKid, and normally what they're finna do is allocate the revenue, like it's like shared revenue already. You know what I mean? So that's what YouTube's doing now. You know what I mean? Like shit, we used to get flagged for it. Like that's the, you know what I mean? Now like we could play it, and then they'll share the revenue to wherever it's supposed to be allocated. You know what I mean?
Let's see if they saved.
They want all their little. They're like, well, it's like what do we even get per stream, right? For a song, right? Like I always ask motherfuckers this, that, you know what I'm saying? And no one knows, bro. It's like the cloud, like just no one understands it. You know what I mean? But it's like, what do you get? Like a fraction of a penny? You know what I mean? Per stream. So you need like millions and shit. You know what I mean? To get some actual dough. Like, and this is I'm talking about like music, like on like Spotify and all that shit. Like I remember I did a joint with Fat Joe. And
I did this one, and then I ran it through another deal. This is like the first prototype of it or whatever. But then like I scratched out their eyes over here, and then I did this all in black and like everything's in black and red, like duotone. So it kind of looks like. I sent that one to your phone. I sent that one to your phone, and I also had this other one, but I kind of didn't like the way it was coming out. But I can still mess around. Like I was just doing stuff real fast. You know what I mean? Just kind of throwing down a basic. What the fuck? Damn computer.
Yeah, Bakes a lot gets it. Yeah, neonpeacock.threadless.com. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I had you like chilling out at the bar, and I was gonna, of course, like pick another picture of you. This is just one that I took off of the show with you on Fantasy News today.
Nice.
But yeah, you know, something like this vibe, put you behind the bar.
That's hard.
Chilling with the Cheers folk.
You know what I'm saying? Where everybody knows your name. You know what I mean?
Damn straight. But yeah, I do the concepts here, and then I roll them out. I roll them out into the other stuff. Like this is where I did the one for today.
Yeah. Cheers will be the next show I binge. I'm on Seinfeld right now. I say binge. I mean, I've been so busy, I haven't even had time for TV. But once I finish Seinfeld, I'm gonna move on to Cheers. That'll be my next show.
That's crazy. Because then if you appreciate Cheers, then you'll appreciate Frasier. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, as a spin-off. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Frasier's another low-key one where that shit was hella funny, man.
Yeah, it was funny. As a kid, I'd see the reruns of Frasier. They'd come on like I've probably seen more Frasier episodes than Cheers.
There was another one that was short-lived in the 90s. It's unrelated, but it was called Coach. Y'all remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
That shit was hella funny, too, bro. He was the coach of the Dolphins, was it?
I thought it was like LSU Tigers or something. I'm working on that.
And then he became the coach of like the Rams or something. Like it was like an NFL team after that.
I thought it was at college. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Then he stayed with college.
I thought. I mean, honestly, I used to watch.
Like,
the show, but I don't really.
He was like what they would
call. Used to come out on that show.
Because he was like a paid coach. Like, you know, it was like rare back then, right? Wasn't that the bag? Or wasn't that
shit, dude. To be honest, I don't remember.
As long as they coach is my show. Jamie said Coach was good shit. Oh, Jamie don't like Frasier. He said Frasier's for nerds.
See, that's what I said though. If you appreciate Cheers, you know what I'm saying, then you'll appreciate Frasier. You know what I'm saying? Because Frasier's like, you know what I mean? It is like some nerdy ass shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's more funny because here's a guy, he's super intellect, has a radio show, but he cannot land a bitch, bro. You know what I mean?
That sounds about right. Like, that's usually how it goes.
It's just so funny how awkward he is when it comes to the opposite sex. You know what I mean? But he's super highly intelligent as a motherfucker. That's why he used to be at Cheers, man. Talking about his divorce and shit, and like fucking talking about
Lilith.
Make my stuff.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna have to bounce pretty soon.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Central. It's getting late here on the Central time.
We'll tie it up. And then Addison, we all puffing on him. We all know that.
Who's that? You know what I'm saying? Addison? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, round the horn.
I drafted him. He was my only rookie that I drafted in a mock this week. Towards the end of the draft.
Hey, who got the authority to press the outro?
Oh shit, man, I don't know.
I can do it unless you want to do it, Stevie.
The outro? No, go ahead.
Okay, I can do it then.
Okay, cool. Hey, round the horn now. Everybody let them know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let them know, y'all. Let them know.
Well, hit it up. You guys already saw the website, neonpeacock.threadless.com. Go get your stuff. 30% discount on everything on the website and $14 t-shirts. Go check it out.
Yeah.
AFC Live Fantasy Football, YouTube. You know where to find me. Here on Thursdays. I'm here tomorrow night. Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, y'all can find me. Yeah, at Spencer the Guru as well as bet.nola.com. We got live mocks. We broke down the mock on there, the full article analysis as well as the full video analysis. So yeah, we got this shit popping, y'all. Shit, next week we might have to do that collab mock we were talking about with the 420 crew. So yeah, we'll be having a lot of sick content coming out here very soon because it's about to be redraft season, y'all. So y'all keep in the loop, y'all. That's Spencer the Guru, 420 Crew, GMM Network, Peacock, Heart to Start, Dynasty Life. We got y'all, man.
It's the box within the box paradox.
Woo!
The box within the box paradox.
Hell yeah. Take us home, Hus.
Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the